Boys in the back. Boys.
What is good? We are back with another episode of The Boys in the Back on a beautiful, sunny June 4th here in New York City. Some are saying it's the basketball capital of the world. The New York Knicks victorious last night in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. I am 1/3 of The Boys in the Back, Connor Burks. Join alongside me, the New York Knick himself. It's Mr. Eric Jackman. Be honest, how happy were you when Jalen Brunson was heading to the locker room last night?
No, I don't care.
Were you giddy?
I have many more Knicks friends that would be happy if they won.
I have two people in my life, Ariel and my boy Jake, who are like rabid, die-hard fans. And when I saw Jalen Brunson head to the back, I was like, oh God, this is tough.
Yeah,
I know I'm wearing the Knicks jacket right now. I am not a Knicks fan. I've collected some Knicks gear over the years because of Fight Feasts. Plus they have sick gear. But I am a Knicks supporter in the finals. I want to see this city on fire. I want to see them put up a banner. I want to see the parade. I want to see this place burn to the ground.
It would be more beneficial to my life if the Knicks won.
It'd just be cool.
But I am not a Knicks fan.
It'd be cool to see, man. Wearing this around New York, like you would think I'm the mayor. The amount of like, oh, hey, go Knicks, man. I'm just like dapping up
more
people.
More or less than when we were walking around Seattle in Sonics jackets.
Less than that, surprisingly. That's how powerful the Sonics were. Shout out to Seattle. Shout out to the Muck. That we wore Sonics jackets and we were the kings of that place. The New York Knicks are off of a finals victory last night, an upset finals victory in Game 1 on the road, and it wasn't even a third of what we got when we were in Seattle. That's a great point by you. I didn't even think about that. I thought I was just Mr. Cool, like on the train. Everyone was like, sick jacket, man, go Knicks. Yeah. I was like, I'm not even a Knicks fan, dude.
Go Hawks, fuck you.
Go Hawks. You guys actually eliminated my team this year. But they do have some sick stuff. Frankie, how you doing in the back, man?
I'm doing great, man. We got some Mediterranean food for lunch. Yeah. It was delicious.
Yeah. You are the final third of the Boys in the Back, but I mentioned it's a beautiful June afternoon here in New York City, which means we've got some summer interns. The Boys in the Back now have Boys in the Back. Look at him. We got Jack.
Boy.
We got Josh.
Hit the new drop, Frankie.
What do we got?
Give me a fucking break.
Not that one.
Is the mic on, Josh?
Hanging with the boys.
Hanging with the boys.
Yeah.
You know what? We need. Are we the rookies in the rafter? We need something.
You guys need a name. You need an alliteration name. That's the homework assignment. That's what we got to figure out here. We need an alliteration name.
You know what? The issue
go,
is there's not many I words. The interns in the I don't know. I will brainstorm over the weekend and we'll be back.
I like IITB, interns in the back. I think it's pretty good.
Interns in the back?
We only believe in alliteration here. You can only have a phrase if it's, lads in Los Angeles, men in the muck, boys in the back.
This is so great.
I was thinking the boys in the back of the boys in the back, but I mean, maybe that's too much of a mouthful.
It's a little bit of a mouthful, but I'm sure Frank could get us a drop or something like that.
Yeah, BITB squared, maybe? I don't know.
Boys in the back.
Spitballing.
In the boys in the back?
The boys in the back of the boys in the back.
Boys intern the back?
How about the boys in the further back?
Yeah.
The boys in and then parentheses turn the back. We'll workshop this. We've got all summer to think on it.
None of these are winners so far. That is
What
what
the
I
heck is this?
definitively.
We're going to come up with something. Either way, we appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Syracuse.
Shout out to Syracuse, yeah.
I guess that's the direct uncrowned pipeline.
That's the tie.
As they call it. We do have one final time. I really made a push last week. I was like, we need you guys' help with the Spotify reviews, with the Apple reviews. And we got there. We hit our numbers. So thank y'all so much. We hit our numbers. We got new feeds. We got the Apple Podcast feed. We got the Spotify feed. We said 200 on Spotify, 100 on Apple Podcasts. I'm proud to announce we have hit both. That doesn't mean you have to stop rate, reviewing, and subscribing.
No, don't stop.
We had to bolster that feed a little bit. So one final time on the show here. Let's read some reviews out here. A haiku for the BITB. Frank's mom, real ones know. Without the sex, who's to check? Fuck no. Fuck Connor.
Fucking love it.
Peace and love from Canada. Nothing like a good
syllables
haiku.
check out. I like it. Usually haikus have to deal with nature, but we'll let this one go.
This one felt like it had a little bit to
This is
Fuck
human
no, man.
nature.
Fuck Connor.
all-time drop.
I guess my mom's ass is kind of natural.
Yeah.
Is it?
God, wow.
Only you would
Trust
know.
me.
You said that with such.
All right, here we go. Nick Webbs.
Trust
First off, BITB is amazing. Rarely do you find such knowledgeable hosts. Across all episodes, they are consistent. No UFC podcast compares. Knowing such granular details is impressive. Specifically, the gambling takes are great. My favorite segment is the voicemails. Often, I find myself laughing out loud. Most episodes have Rick, Connor, and Frank. I would say all episodes, except, when there's a flood or something like that. Subscribing is a no-brainer for UFC fans. Audio quality is S tier, thanks to Frank. Some takes of Rick's aren't perfect, but I respect them. Stick with this podcast for fun, entertaining takes. Read the first letter of each sentence with a kissy face emoji. Let's see. All right. F R A N K S Franks. Now we're on to a new paragraph. M O M S. Now we're on to a new paragraph. We've got Frank's moms. I don't know where this is going. A S S. Frank's mom's ass.
There's an extra
Spelled out through the paragraph.
Was this the same one who did the haiku, or did they just rise to the challenge?
I don't know, but it was hidden in
Extremely
there
creative.
the entire time. I felt like we just were in an episode of National Treasure there. I feel like Nicolas Cage. That was incredible stuff. We're really ending on a bang here with the podcast reviews.
Incredible.
Great job, JG. I listen only on YouTube, but wanted to help the cause. You guys are a bunch of mentions. Appreciate you, Jay.
Thank you, JG.
Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Shout out.
Oh, and then IJC, casually invigorating. This podcast feels like a good convo with old friends, except there are sound bites. Yeah, I guess there's no sound bites when you're talking with your friends. Whether you hate to love them or love to hate them, the BITB is always a good listen.
Thank you,
Appreciate
brother.
you.
Does someone love to
IJC.
hate you guys?
There's
definitely some
out
people
there
who
that
love to hate us.
I'd love to hate us. I think those. Oh, here we go. Cree in RVA. He says, love it. Love the boys in this bit. Boys in this bit. Leaving the review after the Rico versus Usyk fight, can we do a pound for pound worst New York Rick takes? Dude has so many cheek takes. Human rage bait. Sorry. Dude has so many cheeks takes. Human rage bait.
You, Jordan, you were asking? Love to hate?
I mean, like, I understand
Evidence
people
there.
love to hate you,
Oh, not the boys as a
but not
collective?
as a collective, yeah.
No.
I think I represent the boys enough, though, that counts.
They definitely love to hate us. They love to hate both of us. Anytime a bald man walks outside.
Oh, we did see you on the subway this morning. You didn't wave
sure.
back, though.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. And then you went to tap on it, and it was just another generic white guy with a beard.
Frank did that before.
Oh, yeah. Everyone's done it. My mom did it. It's heartbreaking. All right. We've got a good show for you planned. UFC Apex 118 preview. Bilal Muhammad taking on Gabriel Bonfim. We will do bets, Parlay Pals. Parlay Pals are on fire. I mean, we're so far in the green, I don't think we'll ever be in the red again. Pound for pound this week. We'll explain it later. Worst mic moments. Pound for pound. Worst mic moments. Your voicemails, your super chats. We'll get to all that. But let's start with some news and notes. And the people of Canada. To the north, you can rejoice in 2027. Paramount Plus is headed your way. No more pay-per-views for the Canadiens. Exciting news from the UFC. Numbered event, main cards live on Paramount Plus in Canada. If you're... Now, I don't know what that means for the fight nights and everything like that, but it feels like you're not going to be paying pay-per-view prices anymore. I
feel like it will all be shifting over, and, the most interesting part of this is the alignment potentially of the UFC's rights. TKO did this previously with WWE, where right now UFC has a deal with this territory, this territory, this territory, and this territory, right? But if you align your rights, and most of them expire around the same time, right? There could be few exceptions that you have to pick up later. If the US rights, the Canadian rights, the Australian rights, and some of the European rights all expire at the same time, when you're in negotiations, you can go to a partner like, say, a Netflix and say, do you want to have global rights, right? A global distribution platform. And so this is, business 101, smart strategy by them to kind of just say, okay, now we're aligning two partners in terms of Paramount in the US and Canada, plus on the end of these deals, we'll have the ability to negotiate with global broadcast partners. Just good business by TKO, once again.
Good business by TKO.
And good for fans in Canada.
The fans in Canada, yeah, that's exciting news. That's one of the best parts so far about that Paramount Plus deal is you just pop that thing on.
Yeah.
No pain, no worrying about anything like that. The White House card is just about 10 days away, and we are getting rapidly updated pictures of the South Lawn and what it's going to look like. The claw is essentially done, it looks like. You see all the light panels, everything on top of it. They're building the stands underneath. I don't know what's going on. Is there like some sort of fancy dinner going on the lawn? The stands looks like it's going to hold, like they're saying, like, you know.
100,000.
See, the tables, that's where the bugs were.
The bugs were at the table.
For real,
were
what
at
is
the
the
table.
what are the tables? Like, that looks kind of nice.
It's
I can't
probably
lie.
for something else entirely. Like, because I don't think they would put linen on something weeks ahead of time.
Why does that server look so small there?
AI.
I think the claw is pretty big.
Like some AI shit.
No, but like he
I
looks
don't know.
small compared to the chairs.
Oh, well,
look
they're
at
just
him.
extra large chairs.
There's a thick perspective.
No, but he looks like he's like 1 inch tall.
That's a woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
she.
positive that's
Sorry,
a-
it's very
them,
small on the
it's
screen.
a them, and
They look very
can
small.
do whatever they want. Maybe they're just
Imagine
small.
being like, oh, I'm going to the White House. They invited me for dinner on the South Lawn. It's going to be so magnificent. And you get there and you just have construction behind you.
Nah, you're at the White House. Who gives a
Come on,
fuck?
bro. The claw's fucking sick. Be for real. That thing's never coming down.
Like the Eiffel Tower.
It actually does look sick. I can't lie. Is the American flag that we see, is that a video board or is that stagnant?
I think that's stagnant.
Stagnant, yeah.
I don't think it's a video board.
It wouldn't be on the whole time already.
Makes sense. Makes sense that it wouldn't be on. Yeah.
But it would be cool if it was a video board, like a monitor, and they were just displaying different things as people came on, right?
It could be.
What do you need to display other than
Yeah,
the red,
like
white,
other
and blue?
flags.
Colors,
Nah,
other flags.
Since this is staying up forever, do they just demolish the Apex and just build like a fence around this
Yeah,
to
we're talking.
insulate
No, this
it?
is Washington, D.C., Jordan. This is not Las Vegas.
Wow.
It's not the fight capital of the world. Either way, it
Be
looks
nice.
cool.
Be nice.
I'm getting excited. We're about 10 days.
The name drops are so good.
10 days away from UFC Freedom 250. They showed the stands there. Someone who will not be in those stands, it
Yes.
appears, is one Sean Strickland, the middleweight champion of the world right now. Yesterday, they posted Cyril Gane, UFC being they, posted Cyril Gane and Alex Pereira preview, hype-up video for the White House. Sean Strickland jumped in the comments. UFC at the White House with BB in the audience, straight, and then an Israeli flag emoji, slop. BB obviously referring to Benjamin Netanyahu. To be fair, they did ban me, but when you make fun of the leaders of America, they tend to be a little petty, lol. By leaders, I mean Israel. A couple people tweeting at him. He responds, I
Yes,
made fun of
why,
Israel and
somebody asked,
Epstein.
why are you banned?
Why are you banned? I made fun of Israel and Epstein. Responds to another guy, the only male American champ banned at the White House because I said Trump is owned by BB. That's not public opinion. It is fact. So obviously, once that was posted, people got screenshots of it. It started going pretty viral that he wasn't going to be able to go. So Sean Strickland continued to address it, doling out a sarcastic apology. Here is that video.
I'm not surprised, but I got the call. I got the call. The UFC higher-ups called me, big names. And they said, Sean, I got to apologize, but you're not Israeli enough to go to UFC 250 Israel edition. The White House didn't clear you. And I'm not really surprised, Moving forward, I would like to just apologize to Israel. I'd like to say I'm sorry, I'd like to apologize to Trump, and I just want to prove that I'm Israeli enough for you guys. Like, for instance, whenever the list disappeared and Trump goes out there and says to everybody that he can't really go into it because people that by association will get prosecuted and their names will be tarnished. I want to apologize because, I don't want them to be prosecuted. When Trump goes and bombs the fuck out of Iran that no Americans agree with, that cost Americans $5,000 to $15,000 to go fight Israel's war. I want to apologize. Sorry, I've been a critic of that, Or when Trump goes out there and says, hey, Trump, your approval ratings are the lowest it's ever been across all demographics. And Trump says, well, you know what? I have a 99% approval rate in Israel. I want to apologize and I want to repent. Apparently, I'm not American enough to go to Freedom 250. Yes, I already bought my plane ticket. We're fucking going. I'm going to bring the belt. I'm making a big fucking bullhorn and we're going to go right up to the gates. If you guys are going to be there, let's fucking go. Not in a threatening way. We're going to do a peaceful protest outside with a bullhorn. So, FBI, don't come into my house. Very, very peaceful.
I actually don't doubt that he would do that, and I don't doubt that he could get a strong contingent of people to come with him to the gates of the White House. Then this obviously starts making news, starts making a splash on Twitter and everything like that. Fans start getting involved. Justin Gaethje starts getting involved as well. Brian Miller, who's just like a UFC fan online, I think he has like 300 followers, tweets, at Sean Strickland, not to be an I told you so, but every American fighter going to this fight, in the octagon or not, should boycott the White House fights. Tags Justin Gaethje, tags Alex Pereira. Justin Gaethje responds, shut the fuck up, loser. Keep my name out of your mouth. Brian Miller, well, I was rooting for you, but I didn't realize you were a MAGA retard, you know? Justin Gaethje says, I'm American, bitch. I don't need or want a coward support. You and Sean are relentlessly dumb as fuck. Sean Strickland then chooses to chime in. Whew, man. If being a spineless bitch makes you a good American, you have that title. Eat your goy slop. Just do me a favor and switch your flag. $5K to $15K cost every hardworking American not getting paid millions. 13 dead Americans for Israel. You traitor. Justin Gaethje responds, I don't give two shits about you or Israel, God, family, country since day one. You are dumb as fuck. You bash our country every chance you get and expect to step foot on the White House grounds. Have a party with the rest of your American-hating goons. So back and forth there. Is that all of the tweets? No, they continue. Sean Strickland says in quotes, you hate America. Did your handler give you that line? I love America and criticize the administration because everyone on this earth understands he is controlled by AIPAC. Iran will have nukes next 20 months. Next month, 20 years ago, I have the list on my desk. Just stop. Someone responds, real shit. Ali is having a field day on one of my favorite fighters' page. Sean Strickland responds, when Justin leaves the room, we all look at each other and think, damn, we really need to start sparring less. Man can't even get through a sentence, and now he's explaining to me I hate America because I don't support 15K Trump tax on families because of the Israeli war. Insane. So there you have it. Two of the bigger stars in the UFC going at it. Sean Strickland saying that he's being banned from the White House because of his comments on Israel. And it's, to me, it feels like something that's getting inflated, that's getting blown out of proportion based on something that Sean Strickland said that isn't true. I don't think that he's banned from this event because of his comments on Israel. I think it's just because either A, the UFC, who Dana White has come out and said several times, you know, I need fighters that I can trust. I need people that are not going to be problematic on this card. I need people that I can depend on to be there. Or B, White House. My brother, obviously in the Marine Corps band, like he goes to the White House often. The security there is incredibly intense, and they did a background check and figured that Sean Strickland was not worth the trouble. And the UFC informed Sean Strickland of this.
Yeah, we've yet to really hear from the UFC on this. I imagine next time Dana White speaks that somebody will ask him the details of this, whether Sean Strickland is banned or not, because we are just taking Sean Strickland's word for it at the moment. There's a few things that I've been thinking. One, this is very like Sean Strickland, right? To take, however this played out, whatever method he got delivered the message that he would not be at the White House card, whether it was banned or whether it was he asked for tickets and they said, we don't have tickets for you. Whatever that message actually was then turned into, here's the thing I really want to say, right? Sean Strickland is very good at that, and it's why he's kind of, you know, taken hold with certain fan bases and certain people, is he takes whatever the thing in front of him is and then just makes it whatever he wants it to be, right? I'm not getting tickets to the White House card. Perfect. This is my opportunity to then turn this into, hey, Israel's doing this, Trump is doing this, here's the message, and just double down on the things he's already kind of been saying and spewing, and then it spirals out from there. So Strickland just doing kind of what Strickland does. Again, you know, whether you agree with him, disagree with him, this is kind of the game plan, this is the playbook, and he's doing it effectively. The other thing I thought was, if there was one reason or another that you were not going to this card, right? Let's assume that it's not what he's suggesting. Let's assume for a second that it has nothing to do with Israel or anything else like that. And it might just be because Sean Strickland has a reputation that they don't necessarily want to have in the presence of this event. Is this the way you prove that you should be there? Is this the way that you go, no, you guys really made a mistake. I need to be at this White House card. Who better than me to be at this White House card? And here's how I'm going to prove it to you. By going on these Twitter rants, by making the fake apology video, by doing all these things. Is this how you then change their mind? Is this the method that you use to then make them go, oh, we made a huge fucking mistake. We need to have Sean Strickland there?
Of course not. But to your point, I think it's all in the game plan.
Yeah.
He does this. He accepts that he's not going to go anymore. So now he goes on this tirade, says that he's going to, go and protest outside the White House. He's going to bring the belt. He's going to bring the bullhorn, everything like this. Make all these accusations of why he is, quote unquote, banned from going to this event. All his fans, you talk about stirring the pot, everything that he's posting is getting insane engagement. It's just building his brand even bigger than it ever has been before, just after he got the belt and everything. He's the only American champion. It's parlaying all these things together of why he should be there, and it's just working for his brand. I think it's all part of the game plan for him.
Do we actually think he should be there? And I asked that from the perspective of, I don't have any problem. If Sean Strickland wants to be at the White House card, he's a UFC champion. I've got no issue with him being at the White House card, right? My outside observer, I'm not running security at the White House. I'm not
100%.
doing anything. If Sean Strickland wanted to go to this event, my feeling is, sure, he should be there. Let him. Does he need to be there? No. What does Sean Strickland do for that event that enhances it in any capacity? I don't see any reason that he needs to be there.
Does he need to be there? No. If you were making a list of fighters that I think should be there, and we have no idea how many fighters are even going to be allowed to go to this that aren't fighting on the card. We have no idea.
This is the first time we've heard anybody talking about anything other than the other information we've had before, which is military will be in attendance, right? They had a certain number of allocated tickets. There were those seats that you could purchase as a partnership marketing opportunity, right? For $1 million that we had heard about coming out. There is staff. And there are the fighters and their families. That's all we've heard about so far. This is the first time we've heard anybody who's just hey, can I get a ticket, that has been revealing any info.
I think of the fighters, there are 3 fighters that come to mind that I think should be there.
Okay, that you would say these people should be there for one reason or another.
I have a reason for each of them.
Good for the event.
Yes, maybe not good for an event. It doesn't make any difference. But the most sensible fighters that should be there.
I'm listening.
Kayla Harrison, she's the only female champion on the roster that's American.
By the way, coincidentally, Justin and Sean are the two male. Obviously Josh Van is American, but also has heritage elsewhere.
Myanmar, yes.
Reps Myanmar. But Justin Gaethje, interim American UFC champion. Sean Strickland, American UFC champion. And those are the two who are at each other's necks at the moment.
Yeah.
Kayla, the other American
champion. That's why I think she should be there.
Yep.
She was also part of the planning for all of this.
She was going to be on the card, yeah.
She should be on the card, but unfortunately gets the neck injury, surgery, everything like that. Sean Strickland, who is the other male American champion, the only undisputed male American champion, and he can't fight on this card circumstantially because he just fought last month and he wasn't a champion going into that fight, and a lot of people doubted that he should be. But now he is.
Is that true? Is he actually the only former?
No. Only undisputed male American champion.
He's former.
Sean Strickland?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying Sean O'Malley. Sorry, yes.
No. Sean Strickland.
Sean Strickland,
Did I say Sean O'Malley? Either way, Sean Strickland.
Yeah.
Undisputed male American champion. Kayla Harrison, undisputed female American champion. And then Tom Aspinall, who is currently the undisputed heavyweight champion. And there is an interim heavyweight title fight.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 that I can think of in terms of being there.
Of those, I think only Tom Aspinall is the one that would do anything to make the event any better.
That's actually a fair point by you, yeah, because we don't know what Tom Aspinall's timeline is. On his road to recovery. They're having an interim title for a reason. It would be a great moment for him to be in attendance and the interim heavyweight title play out, and then him come in the cage and be like, I'm coming back.
That's right.
I'll see you guys in October. I'll see you guys in November at MSG, something like that.
As I said, if Sean Strickland wants to go, I have no issue. I think he should go. Great. Does he need to go? No. There's only one person that I think it actually would be beneficial to have sitting there to make any sense to have them there related to this event, and it's Tom Aspinall. They are fighting for an interim belt that is going to be, at some point, hopefully, contested against his. That is going to be put up against his to unify the titles. That's the one person I'd want to see sitting there.
Well, as of now, it looks as if Tom Aspinall also will not be there. He was speaking to Tony Bellew, and he had this to say about the White House card.
They're fighting for the interim heavyweight title. Haven't you not got the UFC heavyweight champion of the world there talking on the broadcast, breaking down the fight, talking about them, and basically saying, "Oh, I'm fighting the winner because I'm the champ. I'm the real king." So, have you got any plans, Tom, to be there?
No, they've not asked me. No one's asked me yet. So
how insane is that? I mean, imagine someone fighting for the heavyweight championship of the world and Usyk not being around to talk about it and commentate on it, especially if he's not actually in camp. I get it.
Or Fury Magmadov without AJ there, for example.
Exactly. You know, I'm trying to point to these things, and when big fights happen, the champ is usually there. When you're fighting to face the champ, he's there on site. To not have Tom there on that night will be a crime.
I disrespect you. Like, do you feel disrespected by
To be honest, I've never really thought about it until you asked me. No, I don't feel disrespected.
Why though? Because you're the champ, Tom.
They should come to me.
I agree, but if they call you and say, "Tom, we want you,"
oh
there.
yeah, I'd be there.
Exactly.
If they ask me, I'd be there.
But
sure.
It shouldn't be. He has to be there because these two are fighting to face him. He's the champ.
Yeah, if they ask me, I would definitely go.
So Tom and Tony Bellew kind of makes it clear as well, the exact same way that we feel. Like it would be a perfect moment for him to either step into the octagon or be cage side, sort of similar to the Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury from a month ago.
Yeah, and I don't want to make too much of it. I don't necessarily know. Like the other host, you know, the one who was not Tony Bellew asked, do you feel disrespected?
Charlie Parsons.
Oh, shout out Charlie Parsons. I didn't even know that's what he looked like. Shout out to Charlie. He asked him, do you feel disrespected? I wouldn't go that far because to this point, as I said, we don't really know what the nature of this is. We don't know if they're inviting anybody. Again, Sean Strickland is the only one who's talked about this, and he said, I've been banned, right? We don't know that there was a list of people who were invited. But as I said before we threw to that clip, the one person I would hope that they would invite, the one person who I do think it makes sense to have sitting there is Tom Aspinall. I imagine it might be a little too late in the planning stages I don't know when that interview was recorded. It seemed like, you know, it has come out recently, but I don't know when that was recorded. It might be a little too late if Tom Aspinall was somebody who you'd want to get there now, but maybe not. Maybe he can pass the background checks and all that fast enough.
You want my take? And I could just be proven completely wrong in 10 days. I kind of feel like we're not going to see any fighters there.
Maybe.
Just when I sit and think about it, it's just like they have such limited seating. There's going to be a huge number of power players there, powerful, wealthy people who have either paid their way in or been invited to come.
James Tahuna?
I wish.
You talk about a crowd pop. We see James Tahuna on the crowd cam. I'm going absolutely nuts. And I will immediately...
And it's actually just Tyson Pedro.
I will immediately tell my brother to go snap a picture with him. Yeah, it is just Tyson Pedro. Because if you give it to a handful of fighters... Like how do you
allocate that?
Yeah.
I mean, champs is a good way to do it. Also,
American
again,
champs
to the point, Tom Aspinall, I am the champion of the world who's going to eventually fight the guys who are fighting for this interim belt. Not for nothing. I think there's a world where we don't see anybody, to your point, right? How do you then tell... What is the cutoff of that? Is it like we're taking 3 that we love the most? We're taking 10 that we love the most?
We're going to get the crowd cam and it's going to be like, there's Brandon Royval and Yan Zhao Nan.
I have a feeling not. But you would hope, though, that like this is a massive opportunity if somebody does get to go, right? Like let's say a Kayla Harrison or even a Sean Strickland did get to go to this event. It'd be massive to be in the crowd there and just to be around all those people, shake those hands, make those introductions, further engender yourself to these people, make your brand known to them, and you'll have support and a fan base that is being built from this, from very influential and powerful people. There could be a way to leverage this and make this work, but I don't know. This is the thing. We're just speculating on all of this. All we know at this point is Sean Strickland says he's been banned. We don't know whether he asked. We don't know whether they proactively told him he's not going. We don't know any details of how they've been thinking about this event other than the actual fights themselves and the production of it.
Well, he has had a change of heart. Back in December, he was on stream with Aiden Ross and was asked about potentially fighting at the White House card. Here's what Sean had to say back in December.
I want to see you fight at the White House.
That'd be dope, dude.
I would love for you to fight at the White House.
Some guy fought and he said that he doesn't really want to fight in front of billionaires, and I do understand that. And I was like, that makes sense, bro. So I think I'd want to do the White House. Yeah, if there was some kind of like inclusion for like
No, he
fans.
just- yeah.
So if there was some kind of inclusion for fans, it'd be more. But like, you know, just to go hang out the fucking Epstein list, I'm good, dog. I'm good, dude. Like,
Yeah, so there ended up not being any inclusion for fans. So like back then, he seemed pretty vehemently against it. I'm not sure what changed. I guess maybe not fighting on it and just being in attendance.
And being champion again, I guess.
Yeah.
Like as you said, he's one of the only American champions. He could be in attendance. I don't know. It feels much ado about nothing. It feels like an opportunity for Sean to kind of say things that he just wanted to say anyway, with an amplified kind of like platform and angle and twist to it.
And using it as a reasoning for why it's happening. When there is no validation that any of that is.
Well, we will find out. I mean, I'd be very interested to hear that he was actually barred from coming to the event and what the reason would be why, if he is. So I'm sure at some point Dana White is going to be asked about this or somebody else. And
oh, you have to imagine.
We will find out an answer. And then we'll also find out like who is actually going to be there. Are there going to be any fighters there? And if so, like who are they and what was the selection for that?
Is the schedule not a McGregor press conference that week?
I don't know.
I think they're supposed to be doing one like from the
Ellipse or whatever it is.
From the like Washington Monument. Maybe I'm just dreaming this that they're supposed to be doing that. I don't know, but I would imagine like I don't know.
He would make sense to be there, I guess, as well, right?
It's all just speculation. It's all just
we don't know. We don't know any of the details of this. My gut instinct says that I don't think Sean Strickland was banned from this event.
I think he was probably just not offered tickets.
Yeah, I think he asked and was told no.
Or the UFC said no or security said no. Because
like somebody said no.
The background checks they do at the White House are not like, can we see your ID?
Yeah.
Like they're diving deep, man. And there are a lot of things on the internet that aren't like the most professional from Sean Strickland. Like there are reasons for the White House to be like, we're just gonna pass on this. We'll just not have this one here.
Do we think he's actually gonna show up with a megaphone outside?
He says the flights are booked. Can't cancel the flights now. We got that. We got that gotta go rate on Southwest, man. We gotta do this thing. Yeah, I would imagine that he would actually do that, and I would imagine he would have a strong contingent of people with him. Imagine like Bisping did that 5K and like 2,000 people showed up in London. Strickland does a protest outside of the White House and 2,000 people show up.
I'll tell you what would be a strong statement is if they just let him go. If they said, we heard the noise, we heard you complaining about it.
We heard all your reasoning, all your sound justification.
It all made a lot of sense. We're going to let you in. No, but truly, to say like, hey, again, the TKO is a company. We stand for free speech. America as a nation, we stand for free speech. Despite the fact that you're saying all this shit, we're going to let you in. And then what would there be to say at that point?
Yeah. But like, to be clear, like he obviously has free speech. He's allowed to say any of this. The White House can decide whether or not they want to let him in, though.
Or if somebody who's saying those things should be, somebody they invite to their event. Yeah.
This is not surrounded by.
It's not a public place to just saunter into.
Famous, powerful people.
It's what an interesting thing. Just the White House itself hosting the event opens itself up to.
It is crazy.
Inherently, Dana White saying not political, but I just don't see how it's possible to not be political, even by some example like this, where now a UFC fighter is using it to make a political statement.
You are living in complete denial if you do not think this is political.
Or just lying.
Yeah,
I don't think Dana White for 1 second believes it's not political.
Of course it's political. Everything about it. And now the discussions surrounding it are heavily
That's what I'm saying. Like even just this tangential storyline is a political statement now.
You have Justin Gaethje and Sean Strickland, to your point, who are an interim American champion and the only other American champion going at it over the degree of Americanness and
I love America more than you, yeah.
Or like I love America, but I hate this administration, and it's very political. I'm starting to look forward to that June 15th.
You and Ariel, yeah.
I mean,
the fight isn't political. It's just a fight. Dana had to explain to some politicians that the blue and red corners are not Democrat versus Republican. They just always have blue and red corners. It's not
Who's to check?
Who's
a
to
big
check
deal.
if they are or not? Should they ask them their political views before they fight, and then they can put them in the appropriate corner?
Can Buffer announce their political lining?
Fighting for the Democratic Party.
In
I don't think they would
2012,
announce it as the
voted
Democratic
for the
Party.
Democrats.
Mitt Romney.
Political.
So we say all of this, and then someone tweeted at Sean Strickland yesterday, you should have been invited. Only male American champion in the company now. It should have been their honor to invite you. Sean responds, I don't blame them, honestly, LOL. So all of that just to be like, yeah, I actually kind of get it why they didn't invite me.
But that's this is the thing that Ariel has kind of just like recently been on about Sean Strickland is like the thoughts are fleeting from 1 second to the next. It's like, I feel this way. And then it's like, nah, just kidding, guys.
Even if you watch the Aiden Ross clip, I mean, he starts it off by being like, that'd be sick to fight at the White House. And then 30 seconds later, he's like, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Yeah, nah, who cares? Who gives a fuck, guys?
Yeah.
But he's a very fascinating dude. Sean Strickland is a very, very fascinating dude.
He, yeah. I mean, he stirs the pot. That is for sure. He gets people talking.
I was trying to get to this yesterday when we were talking about this. When I was like, what do we actually know about Sean Strickland? I feel like there's very few moments where
Likes
he's
motorcycles.
I guess. I mean, he kinda, but then it's like maybe tomorrow he's gonna hate motorcycles. It's this like weird
He
thing.
likes guns.
Where, yeah, but maybe he'll
He's
be
married. We
anti-gun
know he's
tomorrow.
married.
Yeah, we do know
And he
he's
said that
married.
his father-in-law probably didn't want him to be his son-in-law, but here he is.
Trains at Extreme.
That's true.
Tour.
These are the things we know. You're right.
Trains at Extreme Tour. Middleweight champion of the world, 2-time.
Crazy.
Yeah.
We know he fought Khamzat Chimaev.
All right. Now we're getting silly.
So we'll see over the next 10 days if Strickland heads to DC, if he's actually banned, if there are any fighters at the White House event. But I'm curious to see if this continues to get contentious among fighters.
Your prediction is they don't invite anybody.
My prediction is if there are fighters there, it is limited. So, like severely limited. We're not getting Mackenzie Dern crowd cam with, oh shit, is that Josh Van behind her? And
Yeah.
is that Demiris Magulov? Oh shit, Lando Venata's there. Cheeto Vera's in the crowd. I'm not expecting that now.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I am also not.
Actually, do you think there will be like other athletes that are, I guess, pro-Trump supporters in the stand, like just there? Do you think that they will do that at all? Nothing?
Dude, I have no idea.
I'll tell you who'll
Like,
be
will
there,
Jackson
though.
Dart be there?
Kid Rock will be there.
Yeah, Kid Rock will be there. You know who won't be there? Bret Michaels.
Okay, so
He came out and said he's no longer doing the event.
I'm seeing this from Fox Sports
Different
Australia.
Vanilla Ice.
I don't know
What's the
who.
event he left?
That's the American 250 celebration.
Oh, in DC.
Completely different weekend too. Yeah.
Martina McBride also not in it.
Okay, so I'm actually seeing this from MMA
man.
Junkie as well. There's quite a few. There is a celebrity guest list, including Tom Brady, The Rock. Okay, actually, these are people who have been invited. I don't know that they
man.
will be there.
Tom Brady and The Rock get invited.
Tom Brady, The Rock, Adam
champ should get
Sandler,
invited.
Jared Leto,
The champ should get invited then.
Jason Statham.
Jared fucking Leto. The champ should get invited.
I think Sean Strickland should be there. So yes, maybe look, based on that, it feels a lot more likely to me that his name came up and the government was like, "Oh boy."
This does not shock me though, dude.
Yeah.
Knowing the security background checks that they take. I mean, I was scrolling his Twitter. I mean, he does come after the administration a decent amount. Like just like 3 days ago, he was just like, just bought this new assault rifle, which obviously is completely legal, you know, Second Amendment, right to bear arms. But like, you know, being a guy that's constantly shooting guns and buying, you know, assault rifles, it's just like it was kind of a loose cannon who doesn't really like the administration. I could see the White House being like, well, you know, maybe we just pass on him.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not worth the headache to have him come to this event. Like, it wouldn't shock me. The U.S. government, the Secret Service, the White House, like, does not play around about security.
No.
So, we'll see. 10 days away, though. 11 days away from June 15th.
Get Tom Aspinall there, please.
I feel even stronger Tom Aspinall won't be there.
Yeah, I mean it's more difficult certainly because of him not being, you know, in the country at the moment. But Yeah, it just makes too much sense. I
don't think they're going to reach out to him. All right, let's go to this weekend. The appetizer, the penultimate card before the White House, UFC Apex 118. Bilal Muhammad taking on Gabriel Bonfim. At the Apex main event, we've talked about the Tapology strength of schedule, and sometimes there's discrepancies. If you haven't seen it, it's like the last 6 UFC fights calculates your Tapology strength of schedule. So if you see a guy who's just made his debut, then they're not going to have as much of a strength of schedule because they don't have 6 UFC fights. But the guys in the main and the co-main event have over 6 UFC fights. Strength of schedule: Bilal Muhammad 76, Gabriel Bonfim 34.
Ooh, 76 is one of the higher ones I've seen.
Yeah, I mean,
Bilal Muhammad has been fighting killers.
Brendan Allen, 65.
Also a strong one.
Edmund Shabazian, 26.
Ooh, 26 for Edmund, huh?
Yeah, not great. All right, let's dive into this main event. Bilal Muhammad, 391 days ago, Bilal Muhammad was welterweight champion of the world, getting ready to headline his second straight pay-per-view, and he was riding a 10-fight win streak. Now come Saturday night, if he were to lose to Gabriel Bonfim, he would be coming off a loss to the number 11 welterweight in the world in the Apex, and will be about to turn 38 on a 3-fight losing streak.
Yeah, this is do or die for sure.
It can change quickly, man. It can change quickly. Right now, the odds are sitting at minus 120 Bilal. Gabriel Bonfim plus 100. And I kind of feel like Bilal is fairly constantly underrated on the lines.
Could not agree with you more. I feel like because of the way people feel about Bilal, the betting public is often wrong, or like the value, the plus EV is always on the side of Bilal.
Yeah, I mean, Bonfim is 9 years younger. He's got a much better record. He's got more finishing capability. But Bilal seems to just kind of find a way in fights like these. Like, obviously, his last 2 fights were against Jack Della Maddalena, who, beat him in the championship fight, and then Ian Machado Gary, who's likely next for the title. Gabriel Bonfim, down at 11, feels like a drop-off, and this is one of those fights where Bilal is absolutely live to sort of remind people of who he is, of like, oh, yeah, this guy was on a 10-fight winning streak.
To make him remember his name.
Eric Jackman, everybody. You said it, not me. Ultimately, how do you feel in the fight?
I like Bilal. Like, at nearly even odds. Like, what's the current line right now?
Minus 120 Bilal, Gabriel Bonfim plus 1.
At nearly even odds, unless Bilal is not the same fighter that I've seen in, the lead up to his title run, then Bilal is too well-rounded and too good. I think he's going to be able to mix it up. Bonfim has not faced anybody even remotely as good as Bilal Muhammad. And so if you're giving me Bilal at that price, I'm going to say yes to it. There's a real chance, though. The age is, what you pointed to. He got to the title later in his career. There's a real chance that he also could, be falling off the cliff, and that the combination of how he looked in those fights and his age is what kind of it led to his downfall. But truth be told, I just think he kind of shit the bed against Jack Della Maddalena. Like, that was what I made of that performance. Jack did everything he needed to do. I'm not trying to discredit Jack, but Bilal Muhammad decided to stand and strike with him for the entirety of that fight when everybody thought that the path of least resistance was going to be to wrestle. And we've now seen, what happens when you try to wrestle with Jack. Granted, that's Islam Makhachev, but even still. I don't think Bilal is that damaged goods. I think Bilal is still good enough to beat a Gabriel Bonfim.
Sam, and he went for 7 takedowns against Ian Machado Gary, wasn't able to get any of them. If he can't get the takedowns, then yeah, I think he's probably in trouble, and I like the finishing upside of Gabriel Bonfim, especially across 5 rounds.
You don't think on the feet he can keep it close with Gabriel Bonfim?
I think he can keep it close, but I favor Gabriel, and I like Gabriel's potential to end the fight.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying that if he can't get the takedowns. I think he's going to commit to a takedown-heavy game plan.
Concerns about gas tank at all?
For Bonfim?
For Bonfim.
For sure. Yeah.
Because that Bilal in round 5 is going to be there, no problem.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's a fascinating fight, man. It really is do or die for Bilal Muhammad, man. I think he's a long ways away from the title shot right now, even at this high ranking and only having lost to JD Ebony and Gary, just because of his standing within the company and his age. If you lose to Gabriel Bonfim, you're not getting it.
I don't think title is in his future, but I still think he can be hanging around in some bigger fights at the top of the welterweight division. So yeah, I don't know. Like, this to me feels like an easy side. It feels like an easy pick to make with Bilal. but there's a real chance that he's just slowing down, the age is catching up, and he can't quite do the same things that he's used to. The skill of Bilal Muhammad is that he has all skills, right? He doesn't really have holes in his game per se. He's very good everywhere. He's not great anywhere, right? That's kind of the thing. He's a very good wrestler when he needs to be. He's a very good striker when he needs to be, and he mixes those things up well when he needs to, but he's not like a finisher in the way that Bonfim is, right? Bonfim is just like, if he sees a slight window to finish a fight, he's going to take that opportunity. He is great at that. He is truly magnificent when it comes to, snatching up finishing opportunities. But guys that are well-rounded like this are often very, very difficult to deal with, especially for guys who maybe do have holes in the game. And Gas Tank, being the most glaring one for Bonfim. But also I feel like they're gettable. Both of the Bonfim brothers are kind of gettable in fights. I wouldn't be surprised to even see a potential finish by Bilal. If it gets to the later rounds and Bonfim is huffing and puffing, I think Bilal has a real opportunity to kind of pour it on him. So yeah, I'm going with Bilal. I feel confident in it, but he's almost 40, and that does worry me a little bit. Not even just for this fight, but like for his future.
Bilal inside the distance right now. You can get it plus 365.
At round 4, if he's pushing on the gas pedal, round 4, and Bonfim is just sitting there, hands on his knees, I don't know, man. That feels possible.
Bilal,
I'm not saying it's likely.
Bilal wins in round 4, plus 2,200.
Listen, man, just saying, that Gas Tank, I'm worried for Bonfim, for his sake.
I will also pick Bilal. I think it's kind of like the veteran moment, and he gets his hand raised and staves off, the dying of the light.
I mean, who is Bonfim? So the win over Randy Brown was really impressive. I thought that was good. Split decision against Stephen Thompson. Then it really goes down from there. It's like Chaos Williams, Angelosa, Trevin Giles. Had that loss to Dalby. Hell of a fight, though. Yeah, I mean, this is a huge step up in competition. This is a massive step up. And so we'll see if he can pass this test. I think a lot of the betting public is going to be on Bonfim.
Let's go from one Brazilian to another to the co-main event. Brendan Allen. Brazilian Brendan Allen taking on Edmund Shabazian. Brendan Allen came out. Brendan Allen came out on social media and announced who he'll be representing this weekend at the Apex.
What's up, guys? Brendan Allen here, number 4 middleweight in the world. Hey, next Saturday, June 6th, make sure to tune in. Watch me fight Edmund Shabazian. One of my daughters, my son, half Brazilian. My wife is Brazilian. I'm representing Brazil this time. Let's go. I know the World Cup's coming up. Let's go, Team Brazil.
All right, so we just saw Brendan Allen fight in Vancouver against Rainier de Ritter, who he beat, which got him this fight, I guess. He stepped in on short notice against a top 5 guy who was on fire 4-0 in the UFC and RDR, and
his reward
dog-walked him. Yeah. And his reward for that is going to the Apex against unranked Edmund Shabazian. Either way, he was repping Canada in that fight in Canada, and now he's repping Brazil. I think it was something with the grandparents with Canada, and now it's his wife with Brazil. Originally, he was American, as red, white, and blue as it gets, but now we're switching it up. Where in the world will Brendan Allen go next?
I'm not. You tell me if I'm incorrect here. You check me on this. I'm not somebody who gets really like up in arms about a lot of things. I kind of have a much more of like a who fucking cares about most things attitude. I don't love you just picking like 6 new flags every month to represent. It feels a little bit weird.
I don't know. I'm not someone who gets up in arms about these fighters' lives, period. I mean, take, for example, the writings of Sean Strickland and everything. It's just sort of like, they are who they are. It is what it is. I'm not going to change them. So, Brendan Allen, I kind of feel the same way. I think it's dumb. Like, you're American. Like, I think you should represent the country that you were born and raised in and continue to live in. But like at the end of the day, is it that serious to fly the flag? I guess fly the flag of another country.
Yeah, it just feel like, I don't know. You're right, and it isn't. But when I hear like Fluffy Hernandez be like, they made me get my dead grandmother's like birth certificate to show that like I'm Mexican, and then Brendan Allen's like, my wife's Brazilian, I'm representing Brazil this time. I
do agree with that. I do agree with that. It's absolutely ridiculous that there are some fighters that have to prove where they come from, prove their heritage and everything like that. I've seen a couple of guys who wanted to wear specific colored shorts to represent their country.
Yeah, we saw Dan Ige the other day.
Dan Ige wanted to rep like Hawaiian colors or something like that, and they denied him of that. Yeah, like having to prove all this, and then, Brendan Allen can just walk in and be like, I'm Brazilian this week.
Last time I was Canadian, this time I'm Brazilian. I don't know.
Yo, I got a boy that I play Call of Duty with who lives in Morocco, so I'm repping Morocco.
That's kind of my point, is like it feels like transient. It doesn't feel like, it feels gimmicky, right? Like it feels like it's not like really a true tribute to anything. That's without having spoken to Brendan, without really knowing the full story. We should be very clear. This is not like, we're not trying to attack Brendan Allen. I have no issue with Brendan Allen. He should do whatever he wants. Maybe at first when the whole thing came up with Dan Ige, I was like, let him do whatever the hell they want. And now I'm kind of like contradicting myself and being like, maybe we should have better rules in place instead of just like, you can rep whatever you want to rep. I don't know. At the end of the day, he's going to do what he's going to do. But I don't know. It felt weird to me because when we hear some of the people who are like, I had to prove my heritage, and then Brendan Allen is like, I got a new one this time for you. It just felt off to me.
If I had to have a take on it, it's dumb. I don't know why. I don't know why he did Canada after the U.S., and I don't know why.
Well, at least there's some heritage there, right? It was his grandparents. It was some. Did we have that video?
I think it's just him being like, here it is. Yeah.
What's up, guys? Brendan Allen here. Can't wait to be representing Canada for UFC Vancouver October 18th. I've represented Canada 3 or 4 times in my UFC career, but this will be my first time repping Canada in Canada in front of all you guys. I can't wait to put on a show for you guys. My grandparents on my mother's side are born and raised in Canada. My grandma still has her green card here to America. They're from Edmonton, Alberta area, so I'm super excited. I can't wait to put on a show for you guys. Can't wait to represent, and I'm going to give them hell, man. Can't wait. Thank you guys for the love and support. Appreciate y'all.
You know what? That video actually changed my mind a little bit. You know what? Let Brendan do whatever the fuck he wants. That was actually all right. Like his grandparents, he's like, I'm excited to put on a show for the people of my heritage. You know what? Fuck it. I changed my mind. Wait, so is it actually just his wife that's Brazilian?
Well, now his kids are half Brazilian.
Right, but it's not like somebody above is Brazil. Oh, I guess
who's to
by
check?
Law, his parents-in-law are also Brilliant. I don't know, man.
It's almost World Cup season.
Oh, that's right. He was like, yeah, fuck it. All right, do your thing, Brendan.
Yeah, I said like ultimately I think the take is dumb. Ultimately, at the complete end of the day, I feel like we gotta not for nothing. I don't give a fuck. I do not care what flag Brendan Allen is flying on Saturday.
What do you think he will do next fight?
I think I know.
What is it, Josh?
It's going to be fight night in Baku, Azerbaijan. He's going to be representing them.
Shout out. I thought you at first you said I think Guyana.
No, Baku, Azerbaijan. Where the
You said I
27th
think
fight is.
I know.
He thought you were saying Guyana for I know.
Yeah, shout out to Guyana. Yeah, I mean, I had a friend once that stopped at the Baku airport. So repping Azerbaijan. I mean, letting it distract us from the fight itself. Brendan Allen, top 5 middleweight, unranked, Edmund Shabazian. I kind of feel like Brendan Allen has just fought the better brand of competition, has had success in those, and is going to be able to do maybe not exactly what he did to RDR death gassed, but be able to implement his game plan and beat Edmund.
I mean, Edmund's been known to death gas at times, so it's possible that he does the same thing. This being 3 rounds, I think, is good for Edmund, right? Like, he knows he doesn't have to potentially enter the deep waters against Brendan Allen. I feel similar in this fight that I feel about the main event in terms of Bilal and Gabriel Bonfim. One, Brendan Allen has been fighting a much higher caliber of competition. Brendan Allen is extremely well-rounded. Like, he is just good everywhere. There's not a lot of holes in the game. Again, not great anywhere, right? Like there's nowhere that I'd say like Brendan Allen is top class in one specific area, but he's good on the feet, he's good on the ground, he's good at mixing it up, he's tough, he finds ways to win. Whereas Edmund is an absolute killer. Like Edmund is somebody like Bonfim who if there's a window to finish, he is chasing that and he is often finding it. I tend to favor those more well-rounded guys in those scenarios. And so like in the main event where I'm leaning toward Bilal because of that, I'm also leaning toward Brendan in this fight.
Someone in the chat says, some fighters have half flags. Brendan Allen's will be quartered the next time he comes out.
When they sew them together and have them on the...
Someone said he's going to try the right beef patty and walk out with a Jamaican flag.
Because he trained with Aljo once?
Yeah. Brendan in all countries, Allen. Yeah. I feel the same way about you. Like Edmund Shabazian is live for a KO, obviously. Like he can land that shot at any moment. But I do like over the course of the 3 rounds, Brendan Allen getting it done.
3 rounds is good though. This is a good this is a good 3-round fight. As a 5-rounder, I'm taking Allen all day, take it to the bank. Like that feels like the play. As a 3-rounder, like if Edmund has a great first round, he really only needs to steal one of those other 2. But more often than not, it's Edmund having to get the finish anyway.
If it does go successful for Edmund, we are looking at a top 5 middleweight Edmund Shabazian.
How do you feel about the fact that when you beat somebody, you should like take their ranking?
And then when you lose to somebody, you don't fall back to where they were.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. I've always thought it should be much more like if you beat somebody, you then take the other person out of the ranking, and then you look at those other fighters and you try to slot them in somewhere in that ranking. It never made sense to me that there's like this assumption of you beat somebody and then you snatch their ranking and jump into that spot.
Well,
but it seems to be the convention.
That's how they do it. Let's keep it rolling. Faraz Ziam taking on Tom Nolan. Faraz Ziam on a sneaky 6-fight winning streak. Hasn't lost since February of 2022. Not enough to get ranked though. I think Colin Salkiel debuted in 2024, and he's already in the top 15. Tom Nolan obviously got sparked out in his first UFC fight, now on a 4-fight winning streak as well. Combined 10 straight wins for these guys. Tom Nolan usually has that height advantage at 155 being 6'2". Faraz Ziam, a lot of sneaky things about him. 6-fight winning streak, also 6'1".
Yeah.
Shout out to the Smile Killer, man.
No, I'm a fan. We've talked about the Smile Killer before. I am a fan of him. I think he gets it done again. Can he get ranked? Is this finally?
No. Beating Tom Nolan is not going to get him ranked.
It's crazy.
155 is also just deep. Like who's
number 15
at 155? I just completely butchered. I typed in UFC Ramlongs instead of rankings. Finger was
beep. Gemini helped you out though.
Finger was one keyword off.
15th
is Beneil Dariush.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. For Ziam,
you know what? More casuals, bro.
What?
I missed this yesterday when I was researching the card.
What?
He's 14.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I was about to say, he would beat the fucking brakes off Beneil Dariush at this point.
I swear to God, I looked at this yesterday.
All right. That makes a lot more sense. That makes me feel a lot better.
I swear to God, he wasn't there. I think they just added him in.
He's very good.
I think they added him in.
I like him to beat Tom Nolan, who I also think is like pretty promising, like decent fighter. But Faraz has just shown that like he's a skilled man. I'm interested. Like what I'm interested with him is what the step up is going to look like if he can get past this. And this is not a foregone conclusion. Again, Tom Nolan is a decent fighter. If he gets past this, what does it look like when he starts really fighting like those upper echelon ranked guys? But I believe in Ziam. I think he's going to win this fight.
Bryce Mitchell taking on Santiago Luna. Thug Nasty back, has been on a win-loss since that Topuria fight back in 2022. He takes on the undefeated Santiago Luna, who is just a few fights into his UFC career. Tough enough vet. I actually think Bryce Mitchell goes and gets back on a winning streak here. Obviously undefeated up until Delia Topuria fight, and now he has 3 losses, but I think he gets back on a winning streak.
Takedown, control.
Yeah, Santiago Luna is 21 years old, very early on in his career. Bryce Mitchell now at 21 fights, like he's starting to have that veteran experience. I think he's going to be able to get it done. What are the odds on this, actually?
He really is a fantastic grappler.
I mean, the takedowns are nasty, and once he gets you down, minus 140 right now for Bryce Mitchell. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Bryce is very Bryce is very good at the grappling and singularly driven there, and then it falls apart if he can't get the takedowns. I wonder how that's going to go, but I will side with Bryce on this one. I think he'll be able to have some success.
Yeah, I mean, and Santiago Luna could prove me wrong. He's still very young, but like this time last year, he's fighting in Tough Enough. I don't think Kwang Le and Angel Pacheco are fully on Bryce Mitchell's level.
It's one of those things, though. Can he stop a takedown at the highest level? Right?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Bryce Mitchell's going to go for him.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter who he's faced to this point. If he can't stop a takedown, he's cooked. If he can, there's a real chance here because if basically the people that have been able to thwart Bryce's takedown attempts, it just does not go well for Bryce.
Matt Schnell taking on Alessandro Costa. Poor Matt Schnell, man. Alessandro Costa minus 700.
Yeah.
You like that value?
On Schnell?
He's already dead.
Matt Schnell lost 4 of his last 5. 5 of his last.
Yeah, I'm out on that. I think this might be the end of this run for Matt Schnell.
Do you think they cut him if he doesn't get it done here? He's now sub 500 in his UFC career. 36 years old at flyweight.
Did he retire or did he leave the promotion? He retired at some point, right? That's what it was. There was a point where Matt Schnell took a break. I think it might have been retirement.
Yeah, because you remember he had that streak of just like not being able to get in the octagon. Him and Alex Perez.
Yes, Matt Schnell retired after losing to Cody Durden in September 2024. It hasn't gotten any better. Like, Matt Schnell is an all-action guy, somebody we appreciate as fight fans. You know, obviously the Sumer Darji Matt Schnell fight is in the fucking pantheon. Like, it's in Valhalla. He's at this point in his career where he's become a guy that you can get a dub over. And I expect Costa to.
Yeah, Alessandro Costa, a minus 700.
Flyweight's fucking fun, though. Matt Schnell, I'll tell you this. Matt Schnell is going to fight his ass off and make this fight fun for as long as this lasts. That's the Matt Schnell guarantee. There's no guarantee of win, loss, whatever. There is a guarantee that he is going to come to fucking scrap, and it's going to be fun for as long as it lasts.
Yeah, and we did say flyweight. This is actually...
It's not at flyweight?
Catchweight 130. Matt Schnell was supposed to fight Imanol Rodriguez.
Interesting.
Speaking of fun fights for as long as they last, Iwo Barnowski taking on Junior Tafa. How can you not love Iwo Barnowski? He's been in some absolute scraps for the rounds that they have been in. 28 seconds in March, a minute 29 against Ibo Aslan back in December. Some said the round of the year, 20 seconds on the Contender Series. I mean, if you just look at his record, it's just... knockout, round one. And I think the same happens here against Junior Tafa.
He has to be very careful here.
Sure.
And Junior got a nice win last fight.
A month ago.
Yeah.
In Perth.
Was he a dog? He was either a dog or a small favorite or something. Look, the game plan against either of the Tafa brothers is as easy as it can possibly be, which is take them down and grapple, and you'll probably have some success. Iwo is probably going to stand with him and probably has the power to knock him out, but that is a dangerous proposition. And Iwo's a judo player. Like, maybe he should look to, mix it up a little bit, take him to the ground. But Junior is very, 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 very skilled on the feet. And so while I expect Iwo to win this fight, I think Junior is a live dog because of that striking ability.
As long as it stays standing.
As long as it's standing, you are not like... There's very few guys who are just like significantly better strikers than Junior Tafa. There are many guys who are better mixed martial artists. There are a lot of guys who are better mixed martial artists. So if you turn it into a striking fight, you're evening the playing field in a way that you don't need to. I'd get him on my hip, judo throw his ass, and try to take an easy path to that. But Iwo is also very, very powerful and has shown himself to be a good athlete. So I don't think I'm as concerned about it. But yeah, if I was in that corner, I'd take it to the ground and try and get myself out of there quick.
Marcus McGee back for the first time since the Piotr Jan loss that derailed his undefeated UFC career, taking on John Yanis, a massive favorite himself, minus 550 for Marcus McGee. I don't know if he should be that big, but I very much favor him to win the fight.
Yeah, I'm a fan of his, a believer in his. It does seem like a pretty steep line, but do remember, like, we're coming off a pretty decent performance Petr Yan. It wasn't like there was no point where I was like, Marcus McGee is about to win this fight. Like, that was Petr Yan's fight to win. But like, Marcus McGee has always performed really, really well and high level in the octagon. So I expect that to continue. I believe in his potential.
He's able to get finishes too, which is just massive at the lower weight classes. Bruno Silva taking on Edgar Chairez, flyweight banger. I mean, I don't know how you can't love this fight. It's going to be all action. Shout out, throwback, flyweight unders. That's
an under.
Yeah. Player. Oh yeah. I mean, these are just two guys that are going to come to scrap that get finishes down at this weight class. Edgar Chairez, especially so. That'll be a good one. Chelsea Chandler, Priscilla Cachoeira. Frankie, I know you're excited to see Zombie Girl back.
Hugely excited.
Which one, Zombie Girl, by the way?
The one that has the C in her name.
That was pretty good.
Chandler or Cachoeira?
That's right.
That's good.
Jordan Levitt, honorary boring the back, taking on Joe Anderson Brito. Tough test for him, man. Joe Anderson Brito is a violent man. Minus 200 right now to Jordan Levitt's plus 170.
Levitt can be violent too. Like we've seen some flashes of brilliance from him, but this is a tough test. I don't know, man. I think I'm just influenced by the fact that I like Jordan Levitt, but I think he's live here.
We're cheering for Jordan Levitt. We won't hide it.
But this is a difficult matchup. This is a hard fight that he's going to have to pull it out of the mud.
A couple other fights going down on this card. Jesla Shives versus Eunice Dubin. Ketlin Sosa versus Ariane Carnelosi. Biggest biceps east of Mississippi.
Shout out.
Some other fighting going down this weekend. You got Zuffa Boxing 07, CBS, Ryan Rozicki. First time Zuffa leaves the Apex. First time doing a Saturday show. They've done a Friday and a Sunday.
You gonna lock in?
Well, will I lock in? Will I catch the highlights? Yeah. Will I see like how it fills out? It's like a 5,000 seat arena in Bournemouth. We'll see what happens.
5K
former WBO champ and Christian William Smith.
I mean, can't wait. Shakur Stevenson's gonna be fighting there one day.
The intern's no ball because I walked in on a discussion about Octagon 89. They were talking about what's going down in Slovakia this weekend. Zalgas Zumagulov, obviously of UFC fame, fighting for the bantamweight belt, and Martin Boudet.
Martin's back.
Octagon win against Lazar Todev. Yeah, they were breaking it down. Yeah. So
anything to add?
No. I mean, when I saw Connor, I expected he would have had the Slovakian media credentials, and he said, it was tough to get.
Yeah.
I feel like we gotta.
Yeah, we almost did the boys in Slovakia, but didn't work out. Rising Landmark 14 also going down in Japan this weekend, so a good offering of fights as we crank up the
I just
White
got
House
reminded that this was supposed to be Bryce Mitchell versus Victor Henry. God.
Yeah, it was, man. It was.
God damn it.
I don't want to brag or anything, but when we were out there training with old Vic, he gave us the scoop. We knew long before all of you. We were driving around. I was like, man, we're sitting on a big news right now. We could tweet and disrupt the whole MMA sphere right now if we broke this news. Quick recovery for Victor.
Shout out to Victor Henry.
Hopefully he can. He was banging that drum for a long time. Him and Josh Barnett especially.
Fun, man.
Hopefully he can get that fight. Let's rip bets. Parlay Pals real quick. Parlay Pals are on fire. Do we have the recap of them last week? Can we just see it? Look at that. All greens again. Pavlovich, Song Yadong, Kaya Sakura, Jake Matthews. Bang. We are up 2.43.
Never stopping. Never going to lose again.
Never going to lose again. Fast forward 2 days. Then on the first leg. Already got Pete's pick. He's taking the Smile Killer, Fares Ziam, to extend it to 7 straight wins. Your 14th ranked lightweight.
Yeah, don't disrespect.
Smile Killer. I'm going to go with my guy Marcus McGee to get it done. Hand raised. Bounce back after the Purion loss.
Shout out.
Minus 500. Frankie?
I'm going to go with Brazil's own Brendan Allen.
Yeah.
See, this is why I hate it so much. It gets so weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
You keep saying that. You keep saying.
It's just such a dumb sport sometimes.
Today in particular, I feel like has been
going through the assets today, I was just like, Man, this sport is dumb as fuck, huh? This is what we choose to dedicate our lives to.
Shamba.
Yeah.
That was actually Brendan Allen.
Shout out. Your pick?
My pick, Ewo. I'm going with Ewo.
Oh, shout out to Ewo Barnowski, stud. Yeah. Made his debut on Contender Series back in August and is now looking to be 3-0 in the UFC since then. There it is, plus 186. That could get us over 4 units, guys. That could get us over 4 units. We're flying.
I've already spent the money from these potential winnings, so.
Did you get Odyssey tickets?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I was hoping that you were just like, hey, man, but you want me to grab 2 for you? And
couldn't even get
He didn't even get them for himself.
Yeah.
IMAX website down. Oh?
On air, Mrs. On Air, 3 tickets.
You're fucking kidding me.
I don't know who the 3 or 4 other than herself because I wasn't invited. So they might be for you and camera guy Nick.
Bruh.
He's texting her right
I'm
now.
actually going to try and buy tickets right now. Is that fucked
should we
up?
go to a commercial break?
Yeah, if we could just...
Why don't you take us through the process? What's going on exactly?
Today's episode is brought to you by Fandango.
Just Odyssey tickets, just see if I can get through here. No chance you got 70 millimeter IMAX, did you?
I believe that's what she went for.
She got 70 millimeter IMAX? Look, man, it's my birthday.
What the hell is this?
It's my birthday weekend, and I could string together an absolutely epic weekend. We're thinking birthday dinner on Thursday night, Odyssey IMAX 70 millimeter Friday, kegger on my rooftop on Saturday, World Cup final on Sunday.
Wow.
I mean, it could be an absolutely all-time weekend. 70 millimeter, 11 a.m. I'm getting the same. Connecting with Fandango. I'm now in line. Less than a minute. Holy shit, we're about to get Odyssey tickets. 70 millimeter. Shout out.
Give us the plot of the Odyssey for the people who don't know.
No, hold on one second, though. You're going for one specific showing at one specific time?
Well, anytime works.
Because you said 11 a.m., right?
Yeah, but like I'm trying to capitalize on it being a...
That whole theater has to be sold out, already by now. No?
I don't know.
I mean, probably.
Yeah,
I
probably.
for the next few weekends.
Yeah, I feel like one particular time is dicey. You got to go for like the...
Oh, I just clicked the first one.
Yeah.
It could be anyone that day. Thank you
You
for
might
waiting.
have to get those on the resale market.
Frank,
They have that
are
for
you willing to tell the
movies?
story
There's
of
some
you-
idiots that will actually buy the tickets resold.
Frank being one of those idiots. Frank bought Dune 3 tickets on resale.
You know you can cancel movie tickets up until you've gone to the movie,
Oh, I know.
right?
I have this guy's fucking social security number. He ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so it looks like I got through, and then they showed the seat map, and then it just disappeared. It says select up to 20 seats. I mean, this is just a
That's
racket.
the Yahoo Internet cracking down
It's all
on
just
you.
a racket. All right. Those are the news and notes. Those are the Parlay Pals. Those are the bets and picks. Those are the UFC Apex.
Connor's is
review.
over.
Sorry, Andy? Oh, yeah, and then
That's
I
not
have
to
one bet. I'm
air.
sorry. Thank you for the reminder, Andy. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do have a parlay. Iwo Barnowski, Marcus McGee. So I actually took Iwo Barnowski inside the distance. Half of the Parlay Pals. Wow, shout out. I haven't heard that one in a while.
I didn't even know it was still there.
I mean, it's amazing how like generic our sounders are. I love when I hear like I'm watching another video and I hear the music we use.
Do other people use that one?
No, I haven't heard that one, but I heard the post-show music on a video this week.
I just went to a Slack channel.
I was watching a YouTube video and
That was on there?
I was like, hell yeah.
I just went to a Slack channel and saw something that I meant to put in another Slack channel.
Ooh.
And I'm just like, fuck yeah.
It wasn't bad, was it?
Was it in the...
It was mission critical, and we're all done. So this will be the last show. Thank you for everybody for watching.
Was it in the audio Slack channel? And it was, God, this audio engineer sucks.
Yeah.
All right, peace, y'all. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're really getting off the rails here. UFC Apex 118.
This is
preview in
LAS.
the books. Pound for pound this week in honor of UFC Apex 118 main eventer, A-sider, Bilal Muhammad, and his infamous quote last time he fought.
Just his incredible mic work.
I've seen files of this, everything like that. We all know the whole story, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. In honor of that, pound for pound, worst mic moments. Frankie, what's the order?
The order today will be Frank, followed by Connor, and then we'll have Rick. All right.
Go ahead, man.
So starting off about the worst mic moments, and these are people named Mike, right?
Uh-oh.
Frankie.
We got Paul the Headhunter Buentello tried to make popular a catchphrase, which, to do him credit, the catchphrase is, "Don't fear me, fear the consequences." But he tried to get the crowd excited and to, like, fill in the next part. So he was just, like, on the mic, like, "Don't fear me!" And then the entire crowd is dead silent. Like, they didn't realize that they needed to say the corresponding part.
Right. Just roll the video.
There is no video.
What?
If this was your bit, I fucking hate all of you.
Our bit?
Yeah.
How could you do this without video?
That's exactly my fucking point.
He goes, "Don't fear me," and on the mic, and then everybody's supposed to, "Oh, fear the consequences." But nobody knew who he was. Nobody knew this phrase.
Not only am I let down, I'm disappointed.
No, I'm let down. I was looking forward to this,
asked
Frank.
3 or 4 times, what the hell is
Frank,
this?
last week we didn't do one. The week before that, your house got flooded.
These are Mike moments from people named Mike.
So who's named Mike?
I felt like you could have just
like
tossed the video. I felt like you could have just tossed the video, Frankie.
Yeah, that was the goal. Manel Kopp says, "Your daddy's going to take your diapers alive." I don't know what the fuck that means.
That's actually better than you reading it.
You reading it?
That is a fucking horrible one. That's the exact quote. Your daddy's gonna take your diapers alive.
Yes, that is the quote.
Woo.
Oh,
that is horrible. Actually, what I learned doing this exercise is that there are so many bad mic moments.
The Manel Kopp diapers was a contender for me.
All time.
Then one of my personal favorites. It actually involves a media member.
How is it that we always get to number 3 and Frank already starts talking about his favorites? He has a number 1 coming in 2 picks. And number 3, he's always like, "This is one of the best. This is one of the greatest."
John Jones is responding to a reporter here, but he actually says, the quote itself is boring, but at one point he's just like, the young men everywhere ask me. And then this media member guy says, "Yao Ming?" And John Jones has to pause for a second. He's like, "No, young men." And you could tell, like, he's like almost offended. Like, I don't speak that incorrectly.
Holy shit.
That young men sounds like Yao Ming at a UFC press conference.
Oh, man.
If you don't know what we're referring to, Google John Jones Yao Ming, all-timer. Absolute all-timer.
This is fucking goated. Wow, Frank, you've outdone yourself.
Yeah,
and it's actually better that we don't have the video.
Tremendous.
This is a
Great work,
An old school clip, if you find the time to go look it up and watch it, go for it. Kim Shamrock is saying to Tito Ortiz, "I'm going to beat you into a living death."
He sure did. He sure did.
I even tried to, like, rationalize, like, maybe I'm going to beat you into, like, you're a zombie. I don't fucking know. Like, I think he might have just misspoke, read the cue card wrong. I'm not really sure.
There is a reason this video would be funnier, but it's still pretty funny.
He does the dying laughing, and then
It just laughs at him.
He kicks up the chair, and Dana White catches it in midair.
Oh, it's a great catch by Dana.
It's great.
And then to finish it off is my all-time favorite. Honestly, just happened a few months ago when Bilal is referring to a 17-year-old fighter that's training, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like Epstein Island, but without the sex."
Without the sex.
Without the sex.
Like, he leaned right into that one.
Yeah.
Wow, you know what? Frankie actually delivered pretty well on that.
You fucking killed that, Frankie.
Like,
number 3, Yao Ming, fucking...
Oh, dude, you caught me off guard with that one. None of mine were used either. That was fantastic. Next time we could have maybe used the video support just to give it more clarity.
I love how committed to the bit you guys were. I was like, are we just trying to reduce
keep mentioning
workload?
A bit,
like,
Frank.
What's going on?
You keep mentioning a bit, man.
We
just asked that you be prepared for the show, man.
Should we break the fourth wall, as the show often says?
Nah, I'm gonna burn the fucking building.
Well, I'm just saying we obviously...
Frank, careful, man. We were locked in here last week. Don't burn the building.
Who do you think did that? Just remember,
he did leave the room right before we got locked in.
That's true.
We don't obviously compile our lists because otherwise, then I'd know your list and you'd know Frankie's list and you'd know mine, vice versa. We give them to Jordan. So if Jordan's the keeper of all this stuff, I don't know why you're so mad at us.
Yeah.
What did we do?
I asked you guys at the lunch table, like, are we not submitting videos? It's kind of weird.
You asked us about the list,
and I said, of course, I submitted
You
videos.
didn't ask us at lunch,
how else
Frank.
would we do
They
this?
both
without
turned to me
lists?
and said,
Frank
"If you
did
want
not
a video,
ask
man,
at
just send the video in." I'm like, nah.
Yeah, why would
Is that not it? Is that not us telling you? If you want a video, send the video in. We told you.
I both love this and hate this equally.
Send the video in, man.
It's a Venn diagram of.
We could have just used the video.
To be fair, I didn't know anyone if anyone has video, maybe the interns cut the video. I have no idea.
Oh,
No, I have video. I sent a video for all mine.
All right.
Guys, I have breaking news here. I got through. I got through for regular IMAX. Chad, do I rip it? Do I rip the regular IMAX? I can't get in on any of the separate.
regular IMAX.
Keep that. That's your backup plan.
Okay.
If you don't get the other ones, you just go to that. If you do, you cancel that. You can cancel a movie ticket up until the showing. There's no reason to not.
Yes,
they
Frank.
actually filmed this movie with a 70mm film stock. You have to watch it in 70mm. It doesn't have to be IMAX. Okay.
All right. So
Frank,
you're saying
I have breaking news.
Oh. Whoa.
I just got tickets for the Odyssey 70mm on Fandango, July 24th. So
the
70 millimeter or IMAX 70 millimeter?
I think IMAX 70mm.
You better be damn sure, Jack.
Let me check real quick.
Look, I
How
have
many did you
I
get?
have a friend who loved sending me Project Hail Mary. Yo, dude, there's all of these tickets for IMAX 70 millimeter, and I'm like, that's just
IMAX
70 millimeter.
Oh, it was just 70 mil.
Yeah, in a movie that wasn't
Nope, it's the IMAX 70mm experience.
You son of a bitch. You know what?
My
Did you
wife,
get him
Mrs.
any?
On air wants to let you know that you're a loser.
How did you go about it? Oh, sorry, Mrs. On Air, that I actually have a job, okay? That I actually have to work
Yeah,
and
by
I
the
can't
way, why
just
the
sit at home all day
don't
and
come
buy
at Mrs. On Air
movie
like this.
tickets.
Why the fuck are the interns getting movie tickets right now?
How-
instead of working
Yeah,
on
I've
the
been
show?
asking the same
What'd you
thing.
do it
You guys were talking about it.
Fucking coffee is
I just
empty.
clicked on 2 buttons. That was it.
OdysseyMovieTickets.com? Fandango.com? What'd you go to?
Fandango.
Fandango.com. Lincoln Square, let's call it. What showing did you go to?
AMC 34th Street, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Lincoln Square.
Yes.
What time showing did you go to? I just want to
10
make sure I
p.m.
avoid
10
that
p.m.
one. 10 p.m.? Okay, I'll go 10 a.m. So there's no chance that we cross paths. Fandango. Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, it took me legitimately 30 seconds.
I think the Wi-Fi might have us geo-blocked. I'm not going to lie.
He's not on
Yeah,
the Yahoo.
like I pull. Yeah, he's not on the Yahoo one.
He's
All right,
a hacker.
We'll pull out the phone while Rick does his list. I'll
I'll go first.
Yeah,
I'll go
you go before me.
I'll go before you.
No, respect the order.
Oh, sorry.
Connor goes
Oh,
next.
No, I'll do it. I'll do
Sorry,
mine. I'll do
Yeah,
mine.
let
I'm actually
him do
very
it all.
excited about mine. We're really getting off the rails here, folks.
No,
I just
you
wanna
were
take
the
the
one
time
choosing to
apologize.
buy movie tickets right now.
Look, man,
I understand how important it is.
I'm a Nolan guy. You know how it is. I know you're not. You don't appreciate great cinema, but I'm a Nolan guy. You know.
Guy's a D1 Glazer.
Yeah, I see the text here from Miss On Air. And you can quote me on that.
Oh, about the loser thing?
Yeah.
Again, I reiterate. Sorry that I have to go out and do a job. I can't sit at home all day twiddling my thumbs and buying movie theater tickets. Yeah, congrats on your
She better not be twiddling her thumb. There's laundry to do.
The way you said that.
Congrats on your Fandango Gold membership. Whoop-de-doo.
Did she send this text from the kitchen?
All right, this is
Like I said, she should be doing laundry.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, guys.
What, dude?
I mean,
Yeah, the director has left the building.
Yeah,
What?
I mean,
I thought we were in
I'm
the
gonna go do
Strickland
laundry.
era,
That
bro.
was just this guy.
Hanging with the boys.
hanging with the boys.
Okay, all joking aside, here we go. Let's lock in. Pound for pound, worst mic moments. So, of these, most of them are talking shit. Obviously, there's going to be a couple that are just microphone moments. Some things that play into it is how satisfied they are with the line and just how terrible it is. That obviously is going to bolster it as well.
Important.
All of these guys are all primarily English speakers. That is their first language.
Okay.
There's some legendary ones that the translation just doesn't add up.
Got it.
And it's kind of it feels like you're kind of picking on someone at that point. It's their second language. So it makes sense. What was it? Vanderlei was like, I'm going to fuck Chuck. And he meant fight.
Yes.
On Tough.
Yeah.
David Tamer
Tamer,
being
yeah.
oh yeah, you better watch your underwear or whatever. I mean, insane line, but still. These are all English speakers. Number 5 for me. It is one Joseph Benavidez, who was actually coaching Tough at the time. Him and Henry Cejudo started getting into a bit of an altercation, and he wanted to remind Henry of something.
Oh, you're trying to be cool.
Yeah, I used to guys like you in high school.
I knew you were.
It seemed to land though.
I think everyone's laughing at him. Who was that? It looked like DJ, but I don't think it is. Right outside, they all realized it at the same time. He obviously meant to say, I used to fuck guys like you up in high school.
Or did he?
He left out the up. Yeah, I guess.
Or don't know that.
Or did he just fuck guys like him in high school?
You don't know what he meant.
So yeah, it just meant to me as, you forgot the word there. It just didn't help it out. We talked about Justin Gaethje earlier on in the show today. In his early UFC career, he was supposed to fight Michael Johnson. Him and Michael Johnson jawing at the presser. This is actually a Michael Johnson double play. 2, I'll call them microphone faux pas. Take a listen.
It's gonna be a march to deep water, baby, and you ain't not gonna last. You cannot swim in this water.
Deep water? I don't need to swim. I do all my fighting on land, player.
Look at that smile. Nailed
Right
it.
now, the shit that's breaking my mind,
Breaking
you're in
you
a
piece
bad
by
night,
piece,
boy.
artistically breaking you.
I eat my shit whole. I don't fucking take piece by piece.
That's certainly a
Masterclass.
thing, yeah.
Masterclass. The smirk on his face after I don't go to water, I do all my fighting on land, and just being like, I fucking nailed that.
Yeah.
And then I eat my shit whole. I don't do piece by piece. And those are like minutes apart. Masterclass by
Well done,
by one
MJ.
Michael Johnson. Cody Garbrandt supposed to fight Dominic Cruz. This top 3, it was tough to decipher from. This one is an all-timer. They're on the UFC broadcast. They're jawing back and forth at each other, and Cody Garbrandt wanted to remind Dominic Cruz of something.
Never put your boy down. Look, I never put you down too. I never had to chase pussy in my life. On December 30th, I ain't doing it. I don't have to.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? We'll see.
Do you think they ever figured out what they were talking about?
What are you talking about? We'll see.
He definitely thought of that line beforehand.
Yeah.
And was waiting to use it.
Yep.
I get the sentiment, like he's trying to call Dominic Cruz a pussy, and he's like, I'm not gonna chase you around. Like I'm just gonna beat you. But to be like, I never chased pussy in my life. And then like it's delivered so poorly. They're screaming over each other. It's just a bad line to begin with. It's just not good. And then Dominic Cruz just goes, what are you talking about? And he goes, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You've lost the argument at that point. If you're hitting the just mocking exactly what the guy said back at you, tough for Cody Garbrandt. Yeah, and
No,
then
tough was earlier. That was Benavidez.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
This next one from one of the greats. You can't have a list of worst mic moments without this man on it. It's one that I still quote to this day. The second I saw it happen in real time, I was like, Jesus Christ, he really just fucked that one up. It's sad to see him go to retire from the UFC. Colby Covington, please. Ladies and
Saturday night, I'm going to bring you to a place you never want to be. I'm going to bring you the 7th layer hair. Hell. Okay.
7th layer hair. Hell. Okay.
No, I'm bringing you to 7th layer hell. We'll say what's up to your dad while we're there.
Jesus.
Oh!
the combination of
being a vile piece of shit,
the vile piece of shit, the absolutely ridiculous fucking like George Washington outfit with the MAGA hat on top of it. And then you're talking shit about this man's dead father and you don't stick the dismount. And like, I don't even know where hair came from. And like how quickly he changes it. And he had this line planned, you can tell. Because
Yeah,
he's just
he
like,
rehearsed it.
you wait till Saturday night. I'm going to drag you to a place you never want to go. We're going to the 7th layer of hair, hell.
I think his wig was getting in his face.
Can we play it one more time?
it was the hair.
Can we play it
I
one more
think it
time?
was the
We
hair.
can cut it after the slow motion. Can we just one more time?
No, the slow-mo was great.
Saturday night, I'm going to bring you to a place you never want to be. I'm going to bring you the 7th layer hair. Hell. Okay.
7th layer hair.
7th layer of hair.
7th layer of hair, hell. He immediately corrects himself. All time.
Okay, can I?
He's wearing a wig and he said 7th layer of hair.
Let me do a spoiler.
Yeah.
That one's not on my list, although I very strongly considered it.
good.
And I'll tell you why. Nobody roasted him in that moment.
Yeah.
Now, granted, that has gone viral, but
Because it immediately
he
switched.
immediately switched it
He's
to
immediately like,
your
"You're
dad's
dead."
in hell.
Yeah, you're
and then everybody
dead
was
dad.
like, fuck, Jesus Christ, Colby. So I didn't put it because the trash talk ended up being too successful. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like he ended up in the right
Did
spot.
get Leon mad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Seventh layer of hair. Hell.
Hair.
All of these are just all timers, dude.
Yeah. These are.
I eat my shit whole. I used to fuck guys like you in high school.
Between I eat my shit whole and do all my fighting on land, which one is your favorite?
Just the sound of I eat my shit whole is crazy. It's crazy.
I like the land.
And then number one, come on. It's why we're doing the list. A legendary moment. UFC fans, this will go in the pantheon. November. Bilal Muhammad, please take it away.
My future's bright, right? I'm training with young monsters. Ignacio Balmundez is probably 28, and I think he's one of the best strikers in the UFC. Like I said, I got a 17-year-old now, Ignaccio's younger brother, who's a monster, right? It feels like the Epstein files without the sex, right? I'm getting their powers through sparring and training, so it feels good.
Don't understand.
One of the fucking worst statements ever uttered. To be like,
he's a monster. Like Epstein without the
17-year-old kids.
It's the Mad Lib Association here.
It's the bringing up
voice
the
crack.
Epstein.
Don't forget the voice crack.
God, everything throughout the whole thing. When he brings up Nacho's little brother or Ignacio's little brother, he's just like the voice crack when he's like, yeah, he's 17 years old, and then he's just like, it's like the Epstein files without the sex. And then I've rewatched this. It almost gives me chills down my spine when he's like, I'm getting their powers through training and sparring, and he has that smile on his face. I can't stop watching it, but it's just like out of pure what the fuck is he saying?
Not to mention,
I'm getting their powers through training and sparring.
He was playing Kirby, man.
The sex part of the island is horrible, but so was other shit at the island. So what are you actually implying?
Without the
sex. Jesus Christ.
He says it so confident too. Like he's like, I could see him after being like, yeah, I killed that.
This is so great.
I killed that.
The smirk, right? Like that's the key. Connor likes when they are admiring their work.
Yes. I love when they think they just pimped a homer. They just dropped the grand slam in the bottom of the ninth. They sit there and smirk, just like Michael Johnson. I do all my fighting on land. He's just like, got him. He was ready to flip the microphone and just walk off. He was like, fucking got him, bro. And then Epstein files, seventh layer of hair. They're all great. They're all great.
Yeah, he must have had to think about that before and then be like, oh yeah, this will get the crowd going, for sure.
Many of these, that's what makes them even worse. Many of these are premeditated. They weren't thought of off the spot. Like there was a couple that I almost brought up, like Henry Cejudo when he fought Aljamain Sterling, goes up there and he's getting asked about looking at or taking Aljamain Sterling lightly. And he's just like, how could I take someone lightly that carries around an Academy Award with him all day? Zero response from the crowd at all. Fast forward 20 minutes into the thing. He's like I said, how could I take someone lightly that carries around an Academy Award with him all day? Zero response from the crowd. And it's just like...
You went back to it again? 3?
He went back to the well on it. And it's just like... Brother, it didn't hit the first time. It ain't going to hit the second time. The magic of a great shit talker is someone who can operate on the fly.
On the fly, but also isn't sitting there waiting for a crowd response. They just know. I'm dropping it and I'm going. That's it. It's done.
Or the premeditated is actually a bar.
Yeah, if you can actually pull that off.
Yeah, if it is actually a bar, it's fantastic. Jamal Hill had one where he said, I was going to take the high road, and this is in reference to his upcoming fight with Yuri Prochazka. I was going to take the high road, but I put it in the GPS, and I couldn't find it. And then he goes to talk about...
That's not horrible.
That's fucking ass. And then he goes on to talk about how the difference between them losing to Alex Pereira was Yuri got dominated, and he got caught.
Got it. I don't know. That feels almost like a rap lyric or something. That's okay. I'm not mad about that. I don't think that's in the pantheon.
That's why it's not on the list. That's why it's not on the list. But it gives sort of bing, bam, bam.
Yeah. It's not great rap, but it is, he tried. All right, Here we go. Number 5. You actually referenced this one.
Okay.
I did not have the same reservations that you did. Let's call this let's play and call this the one that I play called Your Underwears. Let's play this one. Okay, what I love about that in addition, okay, so first of all, he says, yeah, like take care of your underwears, and then everybody immediately laughs because they have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. And then he says he's going to fuck all of them. The best part of that is that's David Tamer and Cody Garbrandt. Meanwhile, this is a coaching season between Conor McGregor and Uriah Faber, and he's trying to, sow the seeds of dissent and all this. And then we just get that magical moment. But yeah, shout out to the legendary Take Care of Your Underwears by David Tamer. Number 4, this one was talked about by Frankie, but I do want you to witness the magic of Living Death via Ken Shamrock.
The MGM Grand right here. The gate shuts. And the bell rings. Tito Ortiz is going to find out what Ken Shamrock is all about. I guarantee you that. So if I was you, I hope to God you come ready. Because if you don't, I'm going to beat you into the living death.
Chair pop. Dana's snagging the chair is so good.
But when the gate shuts and the bell rings, you're going to find out it's not fun and games. This ain't the WWF, boy.
Shout out to Ken Shamrock and Tito. But yes, into the living death. It wasn't even like he just lost it there. That has gone on to become a very popular meme on the forums after it happened. But Tito's reaction makes it, right? Because he's doing this whole long speech about how it's not fun and games, it's all serious, and he says, "Beat you into the living death," and then Tito just fake cracks up. It was incredible. Great rivalry that they had, even though Tito was victorious in all of them. A lot of fun, that one. Number 3, you referenced this one. You played it, but I'd like to play the extended cut. We're going to do the director's cut of the Michael Johnson. I called this one land fighting.
I'm a violent motherfucker. I'm the most violent lightweight on this planet. And I will.
No, you're
going to find out.
The most violent
lightweight. Find out.
Trust me.
It's going to be a march to deep water, baby, and you ain't not going to last. You cannot swim in this water.
Deep water? I don't need to swim. I do all my fighting on land, player. I'm literally gonna try to take this man's life. And if
I want to die.
And if you're not ready, to die, don't show up.
I am ready to die.
I'm telling you right now, the shit that's running through my mind,
breaking
you're in a
piece
bad
by
night,
piece,
boy.
artistically breaking you.
I eat my shit whole. I don't fucking take piece by piece.
The more you talk, the bigger of an ass you're gonna look on July 7th. That's all I gotta say.
I don't chew on nothing the whole time. I'm gonna fucking eat you up for dinner, boy. Save nothing for leftover.
There was the extended. I don't even chew it. I'm gonna eat you up for dinner. Michael Johnson delivering 2 great ones in what was like a 2-minute stretch there. There was a little bit of a break where somebody else got asked the question. Also, it gave us the first instance of Justin Gaethje, because this was Justin Gaethje's UFC debut, of Justin Gaethje saying, "Yes, I want to die." Like, Michael Johnson was like, "I'm going to fucking kill you." And Justin Gaethje was like, "Yes, please. Good. Fucking kill me." People really enjoyed the debut of Justin Gaethje. Okay, this one has not appeared anywhere. This one has not been mentioned. I don't know if you've ever even seen this.
I don't think I have.
But it is one of the GOATs. It is. And it comes from one of the GOATs who appeared earlier in my list, but he was on the other end of it. And that's one Tito Ortiz. I'm calling this one Reaching for Grapes.
Chuck feels like he stole your thunder, and this is sour grapes from you. Like, it's personal because, in a way, you're jealous of him. How does hearing that out of his mouth fall on your ears?
Jealous of him? This guy can't even put a fucking sentence together, man. Are you kidding me right now? He's reaching for those grapes. He's trying to make his wine, and the wine's already sounding like a violin with that cheese and wine. We'll see on November 24th.
Oh man, he's reaching for those grapes, but the wine's already something. Sounded like a violin, cheese and wine. Just like,
I mean, he just started blubbering at some point.
Just yes, it was free association of just these things that he's picturing. He's picturing charcuterie and grapes and wine.
I love how he made fun of the guy for not being able to
put a sentence together,
and then could not put a sentence together.
He's reaching for those grapes, man. He is reaching for those grapes. It sounded like wine. You can hear the violins. Shout out to Tito Ortiz, an all-time speaker.
All-time speaker.
We could have done an orator. He's the orator of our times. If we just did top 5, we could do a Tito. We could do a top 30.
Oh yeah.
How many times do you see a Tito clip like on your timeline, and then Dana White's in the comments being like, "My boy"? Like there's 30 a day that we could do if it was Tito Ortiz. All right, number 1. This also didn't appear on anybody's list yet. It's from a guy named Bilal Muhammad. You might have missed this one. There was a press conference where he referenced a certain set of files. I'm calling this one Without the Sex.
My future's bright, right? I'm training with young monsters. Ignacio Balmundez is probably 28, and I think he's one of the best strikers in the UFC. Like I said, I got a 17-year-old now, Nacho's younger brother, who's a monster, right? It feels like the Epstein files without the sex, right? I'm getting their powers through sparring and training, so it feels good.
I still don't understand.
I just can't. I have such a hard time watching when he says I get their powers through sparring and training. Fuck you, man.
How many times do you think, like, when he's just hanging out, that he references the Epstein files and he thinks it's like funny, but they're all just like not hitting like this?
I don't know, but in that room, I think I asked about it at the time. I'm sure Oscar Willis was there because Oscar's at most of these events. I think I asked him at the time how that went over in the room, and I forget what he said, but I would die to see the camera face the other way as well. Just to see the faces as this was happening.
Of the people.
The car
like,
crash.
Bro, what are you doing?
Yes, the car crash is happening. That was fun.
I can see Bilal walking down after the press conference and the PR team's there, and they're just like, what the fuck? Come on. You fucking kidding me?
No, I bet they're pretty hardened to it. After you get through with a Sean Strickland media day or press conference, I have a feeling they probably weren't too upset about anything Bilal said.
Anybody got anything in the chat? Anything? Love that they keep playing the video. Yeah, shout out. Look at that.
Somebody literally said, we have a super chat later that's from Buji Alpaca that says, I wish I could have seen the media's reaction to Bilal saying Without the Sex.
Legit. Like, it would just be so good. There's just a moment where you're just like, wait, what did he say? And it was off a first rip. It was like very first listen. I was just like, yeah, I don't know about that one, B.
I would love for him to have no sunglasses on, too, because it looks like he's so confident in saying that, and I bet you take those sunglasses off, and that last 3 words probably weren't as confident as we think.
Anyone y'all can think of?
Yeah, I actually have a good one from Mr. Ortiz himself.
Shout out.
It's a quote, and this is awesome. He says in an interview, I don't know who it was with, he said, I train 6 days, actually 6 days a week. 5 days a week, I'll train 3 days a week. One of those days, I will train 2 days of the week. So 6 days a week, I will be training.
Is it a riddle?
Do you think he's living 3 days in one day?
No.
I appreciate that, Tito.
You just have to follow the...
No, because it's 3 days in 1 week, but that 1 week also has 7 days. So it's like there's a compounding effect. He's living many, many days within that week.
I think essentially he doesn't believe in time, and he's just kind of living his own life.
No,
and
he breaks his day.
That.
I break my day.
6 a.m., that's 1 day.
That's 1 day.
Over the course of a week, I'm already way ahead of you. Over the course of a year, you're done. Shout out to that video.
Cardone, I think.
All right, that was a fun one. I loved going back through and watching just like a low light reel of UFC moments, because it is so funny because like you have these guys that literally get punched in the head for a living, and you force them to get on a microphone and talk. Like, and a lot of the time it's talking shit. Think about how much bad shit talk there's been in the NBA and the NFL and soccer and all of these sports.
Just
where
my
like,
life seeing people talking shit.
Where you're just talking shit up close to each other and like it's not on a microphone and everything. There's probably just been a plethora of just horrible shit talk. These guys have to do it into a microphone.
Get my powers from sparring and training.
I get my powers from sparring and training with the biggest, dumbest smile on his face. To me, that's almost as egregious as Epstein files Without the Sex. I can watch it so many times and it never makes me grind.
I'm gonna call Oscar after the show. I gotta remember what the reaction in the room was.
Okay, quick update on the Odyssey tickets. Frank, I followed your advice. I secured just 70 millimeter for the B-Day weekend.
Nice.
The dinner, Odyssey, Kegger on the Roof,
You want me to
World Cup
call my
final.
guy?
Am now attempting to purchase IMAX 70 millimeter the next weekend. I'm just going to see it twice anyway.
There you go. Smart.
but the Fandango app keeps crashing.
Do you want to give this to the interns to do?
Jack, I need to know your secret. I don't know how you got it, but like, yeah, it just keeps getting internal service error. Either way, that was a fun list.
Yeah, I don't even know really. I just click 2 buttons. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, man. I guess you had the magic touch, Jack. I guess you had the fucking magic touch. Jack can do anything back there.
Look, I got a full head of hair. I'm not sure. I'm not
wow.
sure.
Wow.
I love it.
I'll remember this one.
I give a shit, so give us a fucking answer, Baldy.
Come on, buddy.
This one's been logged, Jack. I don't need. See, here's the thing. It's not like a UFC press conference. I don't need to get my revenge right now.
Maybe he's just saying that because you called him like 3 different names on his first day yesterday.
What'd I say? Jack. Oh, it doesn't help
Did you call him Jason at some point?
That
or
was
that
Frank.
Frank? Oh,
that was Frank. I
Is
said,
his name not Jason?
Did I ever call him not Jack? Did I call him Jake on the show?
Not Jack? That would be rude.
No, I think you got it.
Ariel called him Jake at one point. Frank called him Jason. It's tough because we have a Josh. We actually have 2 Joshes. We have a Jake, a Jacob, a Jordan, a Jack. And I think that's it. A lot of J names rolling around.
Jackman?
And Jackman.
And we have Jackman.
Too hungover to deal with these people tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm on the Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on there. By the way, we got any voicemails, Frankie?
Voicemail. The balls on Jack. He was just like,
I like it.
ripping
I like it. Just watch it.
Saw him rehearsing that one earlier.
Watch it fucking back.
Boys, love the show. That training video you guys put up on YouTube was amazing. Just showing you guys get out there in the deep end and trying is pretty thrilling. Keep it up. Thanks so much.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, nice. Appreciate it, man.
Did he even say his name? No. Just
appreciate
showing
that.
love. Thank you.
Shoulder's just about fully repaired now. There was a while where I would like the few days after we did the training, because I was just getting slammed on it. I was trying to throw overhand rights to Casey. He was just blocking them every time. Where I would roll over in bed and like readjust, and like my body would just fall under the shoulder because my shoulder just like wasn't working. I was getting on the border of like, do I need to go see a doctor for this? But luckily,
you're good.
Just a little bit of time. We'll be back in that training room.
Boys in the back, it's Gorgonzola crusted gout. I'm calling from Shanghai today, giving myself one more chance to get on the freaking show. I'm here for a tea ceremony with my fiance, Rick. I'm curious, did you do a tea ceremony with your wife? I believe she's also Shanghainese.
She is not.
Curious, just some of your favorite Shanghainese food. And Connor, I was also curious for you if you've had any Shanghainese food, or if you have any interest in going to China or Shanghai. And as the crew been here, been pretty sick the weekend of UFC Macau, though I didn't get tickets. All right, peace, boys. Bye.
We've all eaten soup dumplings.
The soup dumplings are definitely a must for
Rice
Shanghainese.
cakes.
And the rice cakes.
Few things. Love Shanghainese food, what they said. I thought you were completely fucking around in the beginning. I thought this was a Matt from Dagestan moment, because your name was
actually in Shanghai.
Gorgonzola encrusted gout, which is just a deep cut for the show. If you know, the Gorgonzola encrusted steak almost ended me, and Rick suffers with gout. So it's a nice little crossover there. And then I thought Shanghai was just a random pull. I have never been to China. I would love to go. We'll see. Maybe one day.
Yeah, my wife is not from Shanghai. She's Chinese, though.
We will be doing a Shanghainese fight feast one day, though. That is for sure.
The rice cakes and soup dumplings are my 2 go-to.
We kind of missed our opportunity with just having a Chinese card, but we get kind of busy. There'll be plenty more. We will do we'll go down to Chinatown or Queens?
Queens.
Jackson Heights, right?
Jackson Heights.
No, Flushing. Close to Jackson Heights.
Boys in the back, it's Alex in beautiful Ypsilanti, Michigan. Shout out to the whole crew. I gotta be honest, I was not loving the hate for pound last week. That's my favorite part of the show. Every week, Boys in the Back is about hanging out with your boys who happen to work in the back.
Hanging with the boys.
Andy, shout out Andy.
Shout out to Andy.
And that's pound for pound. That's when you discuss things like that. So I'm really looking forward to another one this week. And let's relax on the hate for pound. Love the show. Have a good show, boys. Shout out Andy.
Shout out to Andy. Really appreciate the call. Good news for you. Pound for Pound is back this week.
I can't tell you how many people were like, I love Pound for Pound. Don't quit Pound for Pound.
We will not be quitting Pound for Pound.
I hate Pound for Pound so much, and they love it.
I love Pound for Pound, especially when it's a good one. Like today, I like really enjoyed doing it. It's just a struggle when we're like, Pound for Pound birds.
What's wrong with that? Those are some of our best. We have the assets loaded up.
What happened to your assets today?
Frank?
Boys, how you doing? Eric out here in Denver. Rick, it's basically for you, bud. Hey, you're the fucking GOAT, man. Don't let nobody say nothing different.
Is this a voice changer from Rick?
They deserve everyone. Eric and Rick, we got this. Anyways, have you seen Backrooms yet?
Yes.
Great. I'm sure you have. Fucking dope, right? Especially if you know the lore. I love the fuck out of it. So, next movie, Obsession. Tell me you've seen this because, brother, that shit gives me nightmares. And I'm going to be honest why. Because I've had somebody similar to that up to like halfway to where I've been stabbed by said demon. So, hey, I get it. I fucked up. I didn't deserve it, but, you know, that's my own thing. Playing with people's hearts and sex. And anyways, brother, two great movies. If you haven't seen them, definitely see them. Obsession being number one. Anyways, thank you for killing it.
He's been stabbed.
Fuck, man.
He says thank you for killing it.
Shout out to you, dude. We appreciate the phone call, and I'm sorry you got stabbed. I bet Obsession was quite scary for you. Speaking of movies, guys, I'm really I keep getting internal service errors. I get all the way to the checkout point, and it just keeps giving me internal errors for this.
Sometimes the problem's between the chair and the keyboard.
I could get you tickets.
Buy me 3
theoretically.
For real?
Yeah, like not joking.
Okay, pull up Fandango. Go to that 10 a.m. showing on January 24th.
Still 10 a.m. is crazy.
That's definitely sold out.
I'm a matinee guy. Timeout awaiting request. I mean, what is going on here? It's just crazy work. Grab seats. What do we got?
You're announcing which seats you're going to be sitting at what time, at what city, in which theater. Good luck to you.
Howdy, boys. Josh,
Obsession was great.
Denver.
And
we hit it. It's June. It's happening. Here are the White House questions. 2 quick ones for you.
Yeah, hit them.
One, everyone's talking about the weather, and what if the weather goes to shit? What if it's hot and humid? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Who do you think on the card is likely to be the most affected by bad weather? I'm thinking probably our big boy Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis, 100%.
And second, what about like late notice replacements on this card with like the extra security that has to be going into the White House? You know, I feel like it would be hard to vet people 2, 3, 4 days out from the fight if someone got hurt and needed replaced. So what do you think that like protocol will be on that? You know, with the few fights that they have on the card, if they lose one for injury that they can't replace, you know, that could really hurt the fanfare of it all. Anyway, love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you, man. Yeah, I don't know what they'll do for a late replacement.
Armin was supposed to be the late replacement for the main event, but then Armin is grappling on June 13th.
Yeah.
So that's the one where he's grappling Tony Ferguson for RAF.
Yeah, because like shit could just go wrong. Like someone misses weight bad, someone has a bad weight cut, someone gets sick on the week of. This is such a massive event for the UFC. They're putting in so much resources to this. Like, yeah, I don't know.
You just got to pray for the best, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Especially if they lose an A side.
Yeah.
Ilia Topuria out.
Alex Pereira out.
That's bad news.
I can update that all the seats are gone.
All the seats are gone?
For that 10 a.m. showing, yeah.
Oh, for 70 millimeter?
Yep.
So my Fandango is just lacking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it is just lacking, yeah.
Let me see if I can go to any of them. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know what they're going to do about late replacements.
What's good, baby? It's your boy Bodkins.
What's up, Bodkins?
Summer to you boys. Question number 1. Is Scott Coker, y'all's new promoter for the Mailman Fighting League?
Yes.
No, we are.
Question number 2 is, it is summertime, boys. What's the jams that you're playing out? Give me your top 5 best summer jams to get the barbecue rolling. Happy summer to y'all. Have a great weekend. Bodkins out, baby.
I'll start us off.
Yeah, let's
Steal
do it,
My
Frankie.
Sunshine by Lit.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, I got a banger too.
Oh, yeah, rip it, bro.
On the Hunt, Leonard Skinner. Great summer song.
I don't know that one.
There's a lot of good summer songs. Frankie, what 311 song are you bumping all summer?
Oh, man. Amber. Come
Amber
original.
Whoa. Yeah, it's a great one, man.
It's not Lit, it's Lynn. Lit is the thing you like give up.
Lit is another band. Lit is a different band. He was talking about Len in his first reference.
Yeah, summer jams. Maybe a little Sugar Ray.
There we go.
Which one?
Every morning there's
Yeah, that's a good one.
little Smash Mouth.
Which one did Walking
year
on
is this?
Sunshine?
Walking on the Sun.
Oh, isn't that
What are we bumping,
Smash
Andy?
Mouth, isn't it?
We are bumping Manuel Turizo. Te
Sing it.
faltan dos.
Okay.
And we are bumping Anything by Capo. I have them on repeat.
Okay, so we're doing like
Rawayana too. Get on
modern
that.
day songs of the summer.
Yeah, man, all in Spanish.
I
What
love
is
it.
this?
We get it, Andy.
Summer equals Spanish music. Come on.
Sing one.
You guys like yacht rock?
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Actually, yes.
What?
I've
heard the term yacht rock. What constitutes yacht rock?
Soft.
Yeah,
adult,
like just
contemporary
easy
music.
going.
Give me a yacht rock song I would know.
Dirty Work, Steely Dan.
I don't know if
I don't want to do your dirty work no more.
Is Brandy yacht rock? You know, like
I don't
you
know
know
if I know
the
that
yacht rock. Like I randomly got into an Uber last week, and it
the
was
sailor says Brandy.
that's
You're a fine.
they fucking played that in the Uber. I'm not kidding. It was an hour and 15-minute long Uber ride, and the guy was on Sirius XM Yacht Rock the entire time. And like in between songs, the guys would be like, "Welcome back to Sirius XM Yacht Rock, guys. I just want to bring you in real quick and have you tell me about your first time ever experiencing yacht rock." And like a couple guys came on and they were like, "Oh, it was back in the '80s, you know, like the times were good," and you know, and they gave their whole story. It's not appropriate for this audience, but
let's hear it.
And the term yacht rock comes from these are jams on the yacht, like people are on the yacht.
Yeah,
playing
exactly.
these.
Exactly.
Wait till he hears about Dad Rock.
And that's just dads.
Wait till he hears about
Are the guys in the band's dads, or is
Hey
it
you
for
invited
dads?
me on your yacht and you played rock music for me.
Wait till he hears
So
about
is that yacht rock?
Kid Rock. And no, it's not rock music for kids.
Without the sex.
So is Kids Bop an artist?
It's the greatest rock artist of our generation. Give us a few more, Frank. Just give us a few more.
It's Michael from North Carolina. GC.
What's up, bro?
Talk all the tennis you want, man. Don't say that you're talking too much about something in an MMA show when fucking Ariel gets to go on about the Knicks and the Bills, but I still listen to Ariel for the same reason I want to listen to you, because you're passionate about something. I want to hear you talk about it. I want to hear you talk about Zverev and Fonseca and all
Fuck
that.
no, man.
I
Fuck
want
Connor.
Frank and New York Rip to drop their favorite cards from new sets of Magic, or the ones that they can't stand. I want fucking Andy and Frank to let us know when there's a good album or a good show. On Air Jordan, I just want him to have a good mic first. Let's start there.
It's
I
his
love
nose.
Boys in the Back the most out of all the shows this week. So
Wow, we appreciate
please, just speak about what you're passionate about. I give a shit.
I give a shit, so give us an answer.
You know, Ariel did request that Andy and myself have actual microphones like you guys have set up back here, and Frank refuses. Says
Yeah.
it's too bad.
Yeah, Frank wants the spotlight.
You get the coffee order right, you get the microphone.
I'm not an intern, man.
Yeah, no, I actually appreciate that, man. Yeah, this French Open has been absolutely insane. No more João Fonseca, but that's all right. Mensik is only a year older than him. Everyone's like, oh, Fonseca, this brand new prospect. Mensik is literally 1 year older than him, just 20 years old. He needs to play hero ball. He needs to knock Zverev out. Zverev he can't win a slam. And if he does, this is such a Mickey Mouse title. Hasn't faced a single top 25 guy. Already in the semis. Yeah. Fuck Zverev. I will be rooting. As long as I'm still alive, Alexander Zverev has a hater. Just know that.
If it isn't the boys in the back.
Oh,
this
shit.
Is Trey from South Dakota.
If it isn't Trey.
And I called a couple weeks ago. I took a little vacation for a couple weeks of not calling because I had a timely humorous reference to PFL Sioux Falls, which is in South Dakota, by the way. Shout out.
Shout out.
And that week, instead of my phone call about like a timely reference, we get some dude talking for over a minute and a half, just glazing Frank and talking about how great Frank is.
Who do you think made that
So here
choice?
I am thinking, these are the boys who pushed me to the back. And then 24-inch dubs, sorry, I'm stupid, called a couple weeks ago, shits on all the voicemails, and it gets played. So I'm either cussing too much, or I'm going after Rick, or I'm going after Frank. And I think I just got to start going after GC, and then my show will get played more. Or do I have to like talk about Frank's mom's ass, or like
hurts.
talk to Frank about headphones, talk about something that Frank's into, talk about an ick. Am I right, New Jersey? But anyway, how many times have we missed Bodkin so that Frank could play one half-assed call from someone who called 4 times that same week? And now on to a positive note. My mom just got back from the Mayo Clinic. I called about her cancer diagnosis months ago. The tumors have reduced in size by 35%. Tumor markers are down by 50%. And it's looking great. So fuck cancer.
Fuck cancer.
Peace and love.
Peace and love, brother. Appreciate
Good job,
it.
Trey.
I love that animosity towards the other listeners, but I really do love to hear that your mom is doing better. Hopefully she continues on that road to recovery, man.
Very Jim Rome, right? Like the clones are smacking off on each other.
I love it.
Yo, what's up, fellas? This is Nick from Spokane, Washington.
What's up,
Shout
Nick?
out. Hey, I was listening to yesterday's episode, and on the nose, Crater said that GC predicted the White House show on a previous Boys in the Back.
Correct. We doubted
Well,
this.
guess what? I went back and found that episode. It was actually New York Rick who predicted the White House lawn. That's right. Get it right. Rick, take your flowers. You guys
Take the
rock.
flowers, bro. We doubted it the whole time. I was like, did I say that? I have no recollection of that. I'm actually glad that I wasn't like, yeah, you're fucking right, man. Yeah, hell yeah, I knew this shit was coming.
Yeah, you definitely were
I
like, you're like, did we do that?
I don't remember saying that. So yeah, shout out to you. Great call. Nostradamus over here.
So, 24-inch subs here, and this is why everyone hates the New York Knicks.
Okay.
All
tell
your
us why.
celebrity fans are the most annoying people.
Okay.
Tracy Morgan, Spike Lee, that
Those guys are
stupid
great.
Timothy little punk ass.
He's also
He's
great.
at the game in San Antonio thinking he's part of the team. Dude, go away. You play make-believe for a living. Get out of here. You part of the team. Go Spurs. I'm out.
Okay.
Who are like the Boston?
I was just gonna say famous Celtics.
It's like Mark
fans.
Wahlberg.
Oh yeah, include Mark Wahlberg.
Dana White's been courtside. I believe.
Dana White, notorious good guy. Ben Affleck, known for a sterling record of being a quality guy. Mark Wahlberg, same thing.
I just want to point out, John Turturro, he was like, you know what? I can't spend all this money courtside. I want to go with my son. Gets the 90s Knicks jersey out. Looks like a real hardcore fan. How can you hate that guy? The Turturros are just...
Also, Tracy Morgan? Who doesn't like Tracy Morgan?
Maybe he has Walmart stock.
What kind of
You can't
weirdo
respect
do you have to
Tracy
be?
Morgan after he vomited on the court last year. I don't know who you can respect yet. Mark Wahlberg. Just type in Mark Wahlberg 90s.
No, don't do that.
Huh?
There's nothing there.
Matt Damon, love Matt Damon. Chris Evans. What is this? It's just like
Handsome actor
yeah,
club?
handsome actor club. Gucci, man, get the fuck out. Gucci's a
I feel like
hot
I've seen
fan, bro.
Robert Kraft courtside of the Celtics game.
Well, I mean,
Becky
Yeah, I was
G.
gonna say,
All right, I'm in.
Without the
I'm
Boston
in.
sports
Nah, I'm in.
stars and just the whole Wahlberg family probably takes up an entire row.
Yep.
So.
If Becky G's a Celtics fan, I'm a Celtics fan too.
Shout out Becky G.
Hey, boys, I'm back. Just want to give you a shout out. Just got a quick question. Didn't think about it till today. I don't fucking know why. But anyway, what do you guys think about the UFC disrespecting Tom Aspinall? Kind of fucked up, ain't it? Thanks. And also, Frank, tell your mama today. Thanks.
Wait, what did he say Jordan was in my ear? What?
He said, tell your mom I said hey.
Frank, tell your mom I said hey. He also said, what do you think about the UFC disrespecting Tom Aspinall?
Yeah, we kind of touched on this earlier. I'm assuming he's referring to Tom Aspinall having not been invited to the White House card. I think Tom Aspinall should be there. I really think that would add something to the card if Tom Aspinall is looming while Alex Pereira and Cyril Gane are fighting for the interim belt. But Tom Aspinall said in that interview, he's like, I don't take it as disrespect.
I don't love where the relationship is. I hope they make amends. For no other reason than I just want to see Tom Aspinall fight.
You want me to be totally honest? I don't love Eddie coming out and being like, give him to me. I'll take it from here. I think that phrased the relationship further. I don't doubt that Eddie Hearn could get him the biggest payday of his career, but how many more after that?
Or how do you get there?
Yeah.
They're not going to just straight release him.
I want to see Tom Aspinall fight for
I want to see Tom.
Title. I want to see him defend against the best in the world, man. I don't want to see Tom Aspinall versus fucking Chase Sherman on Netflix MVP 8.
I want to see Tom fight. I hope they will come to terms. I hope they'll fight. I hope he gets what he's worth in coming back to fight. But I do understand why Tom Aspinall would feel disrespected. The level of lack of care and dismissiveness that Dana White displayed after Tom Aspinall's eye thing and him going through a very tough time in his life and just being like downplaying the eye poke, downplaying the entire situation. I understand why Tom might be aggrieved. I totally understand. And so it's hard. It's easy for me to just be like, I hope they kiss and make up when meanwhile you're the champion of the UFC getting disrespected by the face of the UFC. But I want to see Tom Aspinall fight one of these guys. Like, this is a big, massive opportunity either way. Alex Pereira is a fucking super fight. Cyril Gane, there's unfinished business. It's a huge fight. So I hope we see Tom back. I hope they can get on the same page and in good standing. And I hope he gets what he's worth. I don't think Eddie Hearn is going to get him 3 times, what he's currently making. But I hope he has big paydays and big fights ahead of him in the UFC.
Yo, what's up, boys? This is Creators from the Substack feed and also from the YouTube as well. That's my username on there. Anyways, I think it's a lot of fun when you guys discuss more like real life stuff more than MMA. Not that MMA is not real life, but you know what I mean. Like social faux pas and that sort of thing. So I was wondering, what is the chopstick situation in the team's rotation? Does anyone not use the chopsticks or have the shameful honor of asking for the silverware when you're at a place that mainly uses chopsticks? I was very much wondering. I feel like at least one of you uses the kiddie chopsticks with the rubber band around the two. Yeah, let me know. And thanks for all the shows and stuff. It's always fun to listen to you guys while working or doing other things. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Appreciate the phone call. That's a fantastic question. I have no shame in saying I'm a wizard with the sticks, bro. I'm quick on the draw with the chopsticks. I got no issues.
Does anybody not know how to use chopsticks back there?
I suspect the interns might not.
I actually
we got some forkers in this.
Wait, you can't? You said, Jordan?
No. Growing up, I had some hand issues, and they never really resolved themselves, so I can't do it.
This is not surprising.
What does that entail? Hand issues.
I had to go to occupational therapy because I didn't have some hand strength.
So can you not use like a pen?
I don't hold my pen and pencil correctly, actually. So you know how lefties when they write, they drag their hand across the ink and they have it on their on the side of their hand? Yeah. I do that, and I'm a righty because of the way I hold my pen and everything.
Is that why you use the handicap stall?
I like the handicap stall because I like to eat Oreos, man.
I was wondering why those Oreo wrappers were always in the handicap.
That wasn't in the handicap one. That even worse. That was in the public one. So somebody was in there with everybody around.
Yeah,
whipping Oreos.
We've conspicuously found a couple of Oreo wrappers in the bathroom stalls here at Yahoo. So if you want to own up to that, you know where to find us.
Could you imagine just being on the shitter with fucking Oreos,
and then just leaving the wrapper
and
behind.
leaving that there too?
I think they get off to that. They're like, I want everyone to know.
I am very, very skilled with chopsticks. I've caught flies with chopsticks before. I'm a fucking demon.
Yeah. Sometimes I just eat things that aren't meant for chopsticks with chopsticks.
Like
hell yeah, love it.
To test it.
Papaya salad?
Nah, just a watermelon. Just grab a watermelon.
You don't
Shovel
see that with your hand.
that bad boy down with the
When you eat a
chopstick.
sushi roll, do you always use chopsticks, or you grab?
Not
it with your
always.
hand?
Sometimes a hand roll's nice.
Oh, I'm
Not a
ripping,
hand roll, like a hand pull of a roll. You know?
I'm ripping the sticks. Wasabi clop.
In Japan, they take it with their hands and they dip it.
Right. But just I was thinking hand roll, like the nigiri or whatever.
There is a hand. Yeah, there's also a hand roll that you eat with your hand. The cone.
Do they call it the cone?
No, I'm saying it's conical.
Oh,
It's a hand. That's what a hand roll is.
Like the shape is a cone.
The shape is a cone. Conical. No,
They were
yeah, the
cones.
cameras.
Yo, boys.
What's up, man?
I was wondering, could we get a 30 million for the kitchen scrap drop? That'd be good. Thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
All right,
That's
now
a good
I'm
suggestion.
confused.
I can't tell if he's fucking with us or
Does
not.
he like want me to push the button?
I thought he was. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
No. I want
I
him
think
to
he's
call back
asking,
and explain.
can we get one?
Yeah.
Like we don't have one already.
We don't have one.
Yeah, was he asking, do we need one or can you hit it?
How
Frank?
How does someone know to call and leave a voicemail,
but know we
doesn't
have a
know
30
that
million
that's
for
one of
kitchen
the? I'm so
30
confused.
million
I
for a
need them to
kitchen
call
scrap.
back.
Do you
Please
think-
clarify, and I will push the button. Then.
Do you think we could get Action Bronson to say 30 million for a kitchen scrap and put that
We
as
just
a
need
drop?
to wrap it.
We need it to be in a song. Yeah, you're right.
That was all the voicemails.
All right. Thanks so much for calling in, guys. We really appreciate it. I do have to give myself the old Barry H. I was.
Is this an update about the tickets?
There is no update. I haven't gotten the tickets yet. I'm literally looking at internal server error. Please try again on both my computer and app right now. But I just wanted to say I've been navigating these voicemails, giving incredible responses. Wow, Fandango is fucking me in the ass. It says there's tickets. I've tried it.
They're what?
I've tried every different
Without the
type of
sex.
show. I tried a Tuesday 10 a.m. I was gonna.
Why not use
I was gonna
another
tell Rick
service?
live on the air. Hey man, August 2nd. I can't make it. I'm sorry.
Why the commitment to Fandango?
Connor, I think you should get in touch with Frank. I know he knows a couple Facebook groups where he can, resell movies.
Also, not gonna lie,
Jesus, it was said to you in confidence.
Went to AMC and I've been in line, and when I joined, it said 18 minutes in line. That was 19 minutes ago, and I'm only at 14 minutes left in the line. I mean, it's a disaster. Just trying to watch a little IMAX 70 mil. Any super chats, Frankie?
Check.
What is this?
This is fuck.
My favorite part
This
is
is from Mrs. On Air. She wanted you to be aware that she got 3 tickets.
Hold
to
on.
Lincoln Square.
Leave this up there. Just 1 second.
now people know where she's sitting.
IMAX 70 millimeter. I heard it. Yep.
He was gonna be so happy if it just said IMAX. He was gonna
I
fucking.
cannot lie. I was looking close to see if that was just a 70 millimeter. Shout out to the jacket, by the way.
Yeah, if you're going to the AMC Lincoln Square 13, July 24th, 6 p.m., say hello to my wife and I guess whoever else is with her. Hopefully,
Is this
not
like
Mr.
a Lena the Plug, Adam
they're-
22 situation
they're
here? Why
opening the
are you not
relationship.
going with your wife?
I didn't get the invite, honestly. Makes me wonder, is Connor going with her?
It's tough.
Huh?
Frank, did you just hit the
You just
Helwani
did
open?
Helwani intro
What are
music?
you talking about?
I feel like that's not the first time you've done that.
The thing's broken.
She could have just taken a screenshot on her laptop instead with the picture
camera.
of the dirty ass laptop screen.
Like my dad does?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the worst thing to clean your laptop every
Yeah,
once in a while.
it looks. I looked at it, I was like,
Show
what
us
the
your
hell
dirty
did she
ass
do here?
Mine's sterling. I actually, they brought lunch in today, the
You ate
burrito
off
bowls, and I literally just onto my
Burrito
keyboard,
bowls?
and I was just eating it off of my laptop.
Mediterranean.
That's how clean it is. Joe, whenever you get a chance, maybe a Clorox wipe or something like that.
Well,
He's,
I
he's
assume
lashing
the
out
dirty-
because of the tickets.
I assume the dirty laundry made the screen dirty, so she should probably do a lot of cleaning.
Yep.
Jesus.
Yeah.
taught her to use a
I
phone.
actually get why you're not going to the movie.
Yeah,
If I'm
I
being
actually get it
honest.
as well.
Don't know. Still a mystery.
Yeah. What did she go through? Fandango?
It looks like AMC, to be honest.
Jake as well? Yeah, well, AMC is just... they're
Honestly,
just
I went on
blue balling me here with this line.
AMCtheaters.com just to check it out. It said just to get into the
Who's to
main
check?
screen, 28 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Is the Odyssey this big an event?
Bro, I keep getting them in
Every
my
frame
cart.
is an IMAX.
No, it actually isn't that big of an event. It should have just been a 3-minute process at noon, and then I would have never mentioned again. But the fact that I'm having to do all this bullshit to try and get tickets is making it that much of an event.
Like, we just got Oppenheimer.
Which
I
is
feel
harder,
like
to get
that was-
tickets to
It's been a few years.
UFC 329
But I just
or
mean,
the
like,
Odyssey?
the buzz
Great
for
question.
Oppenheimer and Barbie was at like historic levels, and you could get tickets. It wasn't like this.
The difficulty, I already have tickets for a normal screening for 70 millimeter. It's the IMAX 70 millimeter that.
There's only one real IMAX theater in New York.
Yeah, we know, man. You say it every chance.
I have to say it to justify the cost.
The hype for this will really come.
And it's that one? What is it? Lincoln Square?
Yeah. I mean, Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson, Zendaya.
I mean,
Lupita,
every frame of
Charlize Theron.
This movie was filmed in IMAX.
Yeah.
Did you know there's only one in New York?
Benny Safdie's in here.
Shout out, Benny.
See, Christopher Nolan didn't like IMAX cameras at first because they were too noisy. So he would only do certain scenes, like with The Dark Knight, only a couple scenes. So the idea that like they've convinced him to use it all the time, that's why they're marketing it as every frame is an IMAX.
I'm starting to think that this is actually great. This is great. You guys who don't love Interstellar won't get this. They're paying homage to Christopher Nolan's masterpiece Interstellar by AMC minutes being
they're different time.
20 minutes in real life is one AMC minute because somehow we're still at 13 minutes away despite having gotten in line at 2:35. So shout out.
Or Inception, right?
Tenet?
Yeah, you could do
Say it
Tenet
again?
too.
What's up? Any super chats, Frank? Oh, we still got 1,500 people watching.
Take it away, Josh Jack.
Who's doing
Josh, you go for it.
I'll go for it. Here we go. We got Sentolt7460 saying, "Hey Andy, Rick, GC, and Jordan. As coworkers, what would you find more entertaining to watch? A jealousy, seething, and sarcastic Frank in a team meeting trying to highlight the mistakes and derail the hype of the young interns?" And then in another super chat, or Josh the Mark and old mate Jack taking and hiding Frank's multi-tool for 1 week. Love the show.
I would like to see Frank doing anything in a meeting because that would be the first time ever. So that's what I would like to see.
Can't do meetings. They're not my contract.
I would, the multi-tool, hiding the multi-tool from Frank would be fantastic.
All I'm going to say is someone's going to get stabbed.
I know, but you won't have your
won't have
multi-tool
the multi-tool to do it.
The history revision to I didn't care at all is so crazy.
From the irate punching walls, storming out, telling an Uber driver to fuck off and drive, pitching a hissy fit. We'll see you back in New York.
Jordan and Andy's knees knocking because they're so terrified of what's going to happen.
He actually tried to get some people fired over this.
Truly.
Multi-tool.
Scooby-Doo ass.
To now Frank being like, what's up?
Oh, yeah, that old multi-tool.
You guys haven't seen my multi-tool?
The Gerber or the Leatherman?
No big deal. Good news is, you can always buy another one.
It's only $100.
Yeah, Frank, you can just expense it. What's the trouble? What's the trouble? I don't really keep receipts like that, you know?
Multi-tools are like the penny tray. Like you lose one,
you lose one, you pick one
You
up.
take one, you lose one. It's no big deal.
Now, the way he was acting about it, you would have sworn it was his great-great-great-great-great-grandfather's multi-tool for some
Yeah, we
war.
get it, Andy. This doesn't
Or
make it
his
any more
laptop.
true.
At one point, he got on like the gorilla stance, like on like all fours like this. And then
I started huffing, yeah. And respect.
Where's my multi-tool? We were like, all right,
Okay,
Frank, just
I will
calm
admit,
down.
in Frank's defense, the key to this is like a horror movie, right? The suspense was actually built up by Jordan and Andy, right? Because we're outside observers. I had no idea about this multi-tool situation. We're sitting in the room, and the fear and the panic that Jordan and Andy had is what escalated the tension. Then Frank comes in a huff and does do it's only $100 as he's storming out.
The best part of all of this is the fear from Andy and Jordan ignited anger in me to where I was like, man, fuck Frank. We can buy him another fucking multi-tool.
Yes, you got
don't
mad at
give a
Frank.
shit.
And my usual indifference of who cares.
Actually, Eric offered to get the top of the line multi-tool for Frank.
Which
just
why
to
is that
make him
offer
happy,
rescinded?
And then Frank was like, oh shit, maybe I should lose this thing again.
I also said that too. I was just like, well, fucking expense it. Find the nicest multi-tool on planet Earth and you can have it, Frank.
It was a one-time offer. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Shout out.
Josh, the next one.
Yeah, we're going to switch off, so I'm going to take this one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Let's go, Jack.
Right, so the Gator says, have a great weekend, boys. Maybe Hamza is a bigger name than Arman. Who's the check? Love the show. Sorry for being a little shit
Oh,
sometimes.
this is the guy who's been on us all week about Armin being Hamzat.
Imagine though, like thinking you have to apologize for being a little shit. Like this is exclusively what the internet is for. No apologies required.
What this show is
and this show, yeah.
We just hosted a program for the last 2 hours, and half the time I was trying to buy movie tickets. It's what this show is meant for. As I'm dual screening AMC, 10 minutes on the computer, 6 minutes on the phone. We'll keep you updated, people.
We got the Gator 117 saying GC is a much better reader than Frank.
That is
if
facts.
That's not intentional. That's fucking classic.
Sometimes when I'm reading these long tweets on the show, in the back of my head, I'm like, Frank would have fallen over 18 times.
I can't wait to get the official diagnosis that I have dyslexia.
Me too, because then we can just rip on you for being dyslexic.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I will say Josh and Jack have been doing much better than Frank.
Anyone. A chimp could do better than Frank.
I hope so. No, I'm not sure, though. Mercy in Motion Book says, boys, if God is all powerful, can he be all good?
Jeez, this is a little heavy.
That's a deep one, Mercy in Motion.
It's a little heavy.
As your first intern assignment, Jack, take it away.
We need a 3-page paper on this by the end of the week.
I don't know. If he's all powerful, he's not all good.
Power does corrupt, right?
Yeah, also, I mean, like, if there was a God, Bilal wouldn't even be on the UFC roster.
Wow.
Jeez,
Jack with the
hot takes are coming up.
Over
Yo,
here.
He's first the ball.
Hot take,
he's
Jack.
coming at you. He's coming at Bilal. Jack got some fire in him. You know what it is? He's sitting in my seat.
Also,
he's feeling the energy. He's feeling that
exactly,
energy.
Exactly. It's like the Venom symbiote or whatever it is.
100%.
It's taking over him. Also, like Mercy in Motion, clearly devout in his religion, and Jack, like, if there was
one,
which there isn't.
He didn't say that part.
Easy there.
He didn't say that part.
I'm going backwards on AMC. I just watched it go from 6 to 11. This is ridiculous.
If there was a God, GC would have tickets to this showing of.
No, if God was all good, he'd have.
If he was all good, yeah.
If he was all good, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be working right now. I don't know if I'd be, suffering in this capitalist society.
We got Side 5200 saying interns on the inside.
That's not terrible.
I don't like it.
It's not terrible.
On the inside of what? What are they inside?
The sex.
The control room. Interns in the, let's see, most popular words that start with I. Any more? Any more super chats?
Yeah, so he said, Jamie Delahus said, GC, you're a goat. Eric, I fuck with you. Frank, just keep pressing them buttons, dog. Shout out to the crew. Lastly, need a pound for pound. Biggest kiss asses in honor.
Oh, that's not bad.
That isn't
Not a bad one.
That is not bad.
We didn't do that one already, though.
No, I don't think we did. That's not bad, though. That's not bad. Biggest company men. Did we ever do that one?
How much would you pay? How much would you pay for private investigator, like Rossini Vrabel photo of Frank kissing his mom's ass? Like, what would that be worth?
There's not enough money.
$10,000? Like, I'd pay anything for that.
Not enough money in the world.
If that existed.
It was dark.
Jeff Bezos.
Photos would not turn out.
Jeff Bezos' entire net worth.
Just a little snap from behind a tree through the window.
Here we go. We got Create Like Mike saying, I hope that Cody G drop came from my voicemail hanging with the boys. Nixon 6, is Strickland the anti-hero of the UFC being banned from the White House card?
That drop did come from your voicemail hanging with the boys.
Appreciate you, Create Like Mike. Nixon 6.
Hanging with the boys. Hanging with the boys.
Love it. Is Sean Strickland the anti-hero? Is he actually banned? Or are they just like, hey, man, like, we're not allowing fighters. Hey, man, like, you can't come.
He does do a good job, though, of always positioning himself that way, right?
Of 1,000%.
Always being the, like, anti-establishment guy.
Well, he comes out and he's just like, I am banned because of my statements on Israel. People run with that to the point where Bryce Mitchell got asked about it. He's just like, here, Sean Strickland got banned because of his statements on Israel. Meanwhile, there is no backing of validation to that at all. We have no idea if that's actually true.
But just in general, he always is able to find the angle or the stance of like, I'm not supposed to do or say this, but I'm gonna do or say it. And then everybody's like, look at him being a
Look at him
rebel.
doing that thing that he's not supposed to.
Does
Yeah,
that
exactly.
thing.
I mean, the guy can market.
It works.
The guy
It
can
works.
market.
It works for
on
him.
the fans, man.
Yeah, so from the same guy, Create Like Mike, what do we call the BITB hive? We are fam and fans over the fence,
today,
kids in the
Junior.
kitchen, homies over the hill. All right, Frank, settle down, bud.
Wow! Wow! Jack is working one up today. A settle down bud. Wow. Wow. The history of bud on this show, that will not fly. That will not fly. A settle down bud to old Frankie.
Is nothing sacred anymore.
Jack is coming for next today.
Wow. I mean, you did hit him with the Today Junior.
It's an Adam Sandler reference.
You also can't fucking read though, Frank.
That's the problem.
What do we call our
Where do
hive?
we go to lunch, bro? We go to Cane's? Is that a Cane's cup right there, Jack?
Yeah, I did go to Cane's. 3-finger combo.
We have a strict no food and drink policy inside the control room.
Shout out, man.
That lasted like literally 3 minutes when it was instituted.
We threw the paper out.
We threw the paper that set it out.
And then I asked them for a trash can, and they're like, "You can't have a trash can."
What do you need it for?
The sign went down. Helwani instantly made a mess in the control room. The camera guy Nick is like, "Oh my god, we gotta clean up."
I mean,
Nicole has to clean up while he stands
I've
there.
exploded like 4 seltzer waters all over my like backbench, like several times. Frank poured an entire yerba mate.
And got cases of yerba mate as like an award.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance people lost their jobs because of how much food and drink we've had in that control room. It's yeah.
Is it weird if our fans are just also the boys? Are we all the boys? You know what I mean? Like all the boys thing?
We need a catchy name.
We do need something for them. We also need something for the interns, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, we're working.
Suggestions. We need suggestions.
Yeah.
Call into the voicemail.
It doesn't have to have alliteration, but if there is alliteration, it doesn't hurt.
I want some
Certainly
good ideas. I want some good ideas.
Yeah, I think we're alliteration preferred. But here we go. Bougie Alpaca says, I wish we could have seen the media's reaction to Bilal saying without the sex.
Me too, brother.
Yeah,
I will, if I remember next week, I will get a blow-by-blow account of it, and I will retell that story on the air. Or maybe I'll get a voice note and play it, but I'm going to try to dig and find out what the reaction in the room was.
It is it's the ultimate, like, Drewski. What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Hakujin Otaku says Benavidez line is from Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Still, it just doesn't. I used to fuck guys like you in high school. I mean, it's like I used to eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Yeah, exactly.
You eat pieces of shit?
Well, Michael Johnson eats a shit hole.
Yeah. I used to fuck guys like you in high school. You used to fuck guys?
All right, we have a blind ranking here for Ray.
Oh, me? All right, I'm looking away.
And Frank, I believe we're going to need your cooperation on this one.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, Frank already said he's not hitting the drops. He told me. I said, have the drops ready. He said, that's too bad.
Oh, so it's ranking the drops? All right.
You are ranking these 5 soundboard clips. Here's the first one.
Yep.
That's not
0.
even a drop.
Who the fuck is we?
Okay. That's a super solid one.
That is a drop.
That is a super solid one. 3.
What's going on here, Frank?
I'm actually trying to find it.
Do you have the next one? Or you want me to say it?
I don't think that one exists.
That's some bullshit.
What?
Oh, that's a bullshit?
Yeah, that's
I mean, like, we're
that's
disrespecting these here.
That's
okay,
a bullshit. 4.
Keep my fucking name out your mouth.
That's not even on this list.
Next up,
It's a mess.
James Tahuna.
Fuck.
James Tahuna?
The significance of it is great, but as a drop, it's a 5.
Next up, no, this is not my fault.
Number 2.
this is not my
Number 2. Fuck, did I nail this? Give me a number 1.
Next up, lastly, $30 million for the chicken scrap.
Chicken?
For the kitchen
I
scrap.
think they're doing this to troll us. Tahuna's misspelled. It's not. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know whether to take this at
Chicken
face
scrap.
value.
Why are we reading
30
this?
million for
Just
a
send them
chicken
their
scrap.
money back.
30
Don't ever do
million
that
for
again.
a chicken scrap is incredible.
The misunderstanding of Pizzi's accent. I feel like that was okay. I might have swapped maybe 2 and 3.
Fight is a
Fight is a
fight,
fight.
you know?
Business is an all-timer for me now. The worst one became my favorite. I must admit.
Carl! Good to see you.
Okay, that's actually the worst one, but
it's
the you hate the who hate the you hate the who the fuck is Carl Froch? Who gives a fuck what Carl Froch has to say?
I don't give a fuck. I take whatever you guys give to me. Let's go.
The fact that he doubled down. No, I want all of it.
Yeah, not just
that one's horrible.
Not just the
I
don't give
well.
fuck. It will not age well. It's very akin to the Carl Froch one. If we wanted to go alliteration, we don't necessarily have to go intern. I'm looking up some synonyms.
Okay.
Apprentice, trainee, novice.
Okay. Do you have like an alliteration for it? Do you have like a
nope.
Buck hunter.
Yeah.
Should we just call them the apprentices in general? I feel like that's got some prestige to it. That's got some gravitas, some status.
Because of the Trump affiliation?
I don't know that the woke front bench approves of that.
Wow.
Is that the only thing you can think of when the word apprentice is said?
Excuse me, I'm getting offended now.
Apprenticeship has existed for centuries.
Wow.
Millennia.
Yeah, man. Still.
We're literally beating up babies.
All right. That's all the super chats?
No, there's a few more.
Jeez!
Elgo Laboratories says reaction to Price's reaction to Strawn Strickland. Insight.
Yeah.
I think the question was framed as if what Sean Strickland's saying is fact, and Bryce Mitchell took it as such.
Yeah, it's an assumption that like all Bryce Mitchell did was further support whatever Strickland said.
Yeah,
because he agrees with the ideology.
Yeah, I do think there was some validity to what Bryce Mitchell was saying, that it's kind of weird that a government entity is hosting a massive sporting event, and that like government is here to serve people, not to entertain us with sporting events. Like I don't necessarily disagree with that. But in terms of what he was asked about Strickland, I mean the question was framed going off the basis of what Sean Strickland is saying, that he was banned for his comments as a fact, which I'm just not sure if that's true.
Well, and Bryce's take on it was just a reiteration of what Strickland already said and blaming
I'm not
Israel
surprised.
and this type of shit.
24-inch Dubs says, if it's not Ella Langley, it's not the summer song.
Oh, shout out to Ella Langley.
Well, is she contemporary or an older artist?
I've never heard of Ella Langley.
No, she's new, and I'm from Nashville. Shout out Nashville. Ella Langley is one of these country rising stars right now. She's banging. Yeah, she's great.
Does she have a hit song right now I would recognize? Like, is it in radio rotation right now?
Choosing Texas for sure. Like
who in Texas?
Choosing
Texas. Yeah.
Choosing Texas. All right, I'll look it up. Shout out Ella.
Yeah, the next one is from K Money 006. Shout out On the Hunt by Leonard Skinner. Truly great. It is a banger.
Shout out to Leonard Skinner, baby.
I don't think I know any Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, you do. Freebird.
All of them.
Oh, I know Freebird.
Alexander Simon says, Frank, thank you for taking my voicemail. Sorry I said you couldn't read yesterday and we're about to be replaced. All-time pound for pound this week. Shout out, Andy.
Please don't spend your money to apologize. I understand you're sorry.
Shout out to Andy.
Shout out to
and Frank can't read, so you shouldn't apologize about that.
It's just the words like move around.
Yeah.
Yeah, going right back to Frank, La Mancha MMA says, when discussing Frank's mom, will y'all be changing it to gestating parent to be in accord with some changes in NY legislation that was just passed?
Yeah, I saw this morning. It's like they're changing some language from mother to this, I believe was the...
Dems replace mother with gestating parent in latest woke rewrite of NY law. Gotta love the New
York.
York
Like the Post? Yeah, that's the
I was
Post.
gonna say, you gotta love the New York Post.
Yeah, that sounds like a Post headline.
Mum's not the word. Woke new
I'll
bill.
tell you what.
This is
their fucking ability to pun is just unbelievable.
It really is crazy. A woke new bill erases the term mother and father from state child custody and parental laws.
Post puns are just
gestating parent.
How do I feel about it? I don't know. I don't really have a strong feeling on it, to be completely honest with you.
Look, if there is a compelling argument for the need to change, and go for it.
Sure.
Who cares?
If somebody wants to use that terminology, I got no issue with it.
I will probably be like, what'd you say?
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Mum's not the word? Are you following that woke new bill? That'll be my response.
Do you subscribe to the Post?
No, clearly they wouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, we got Smoke Season here saying Syracuse Scousers for the intern's nickname.
No, but Scousers is a geographical.
I don't mind the use of Syracuse, though.
Yeah. Q's or even Q's.
Q's control room. Q's.
Q and
something with orange.
Orange, yeah.
We were thinking of Q's in the corner earlier, but I don't know if that'll stick. Q's
what is it?
Corner.
Yeah, the Q's corner.
Q's in the corner, yeah.
I think it's really just got to roll
keep
off. I think it's
workshopping
got to roll off the tongue. I think we can't force this
Don't
thing.
force it.
No,
Don't
it's
force it.
workshopping, and when it comes out, we'll know.
Once we decide, we're completely stuck with it. Do we get cute and do like citrus something?
Yeah, something with the orange could be good. Shit. What? Tickets?
Yeah, I'm on the AMC app right now, and I'm getting I made it all the way through the line. I got to a showtime, and
you got Stubbs?
It's immediately saying error.
You a Stubbs member?
Yeah. Any more super chats?
Yeah, the very last one is from Ute Boo 01. Armand versus the Secret Service is the best matchup on the White House card. Don't be surprised when Chris Barnett gets that Freedom 250 belt.
Shout out to Chris Barnett, Athens' very own. Him and the Freedom 250 belt would go like movie and a soundtrack. You know what
I don't get the Barnett reference. I get the Armin thing because it'd be funny if Armin was there and did get into a tussle with Secret Service.
Yeah, I think it's just a random pull.
The Chris Barnett I didn't get, but that's funny. Imagine Armin being at the White House. I mean, he's not because he's going to be at RAF, but imagine if Armin was there and just lost it. Like,
No, this is not my fault.
The one time he actually couldn't. The one time the repercussions would be too severe. Shout out to Armin, though. What a G. Is that it?
That's all we got.
That's it. Thanks for the reading, Jack, Josh. Great stuff. We'll keep workshopping that name. We will keep workshopping that name. We'll also keep workshopping the name for the boys in the back.
Our community, yeah. You're gonna have to tweet out an update on your ticket situation so that nobody, fears what really happened. We're not gonna see them for another week.
There's an AMC around the corner. I'm just gonna go scrap the ticket guy there. Hey man, can I get those 70mm IMAX tickets?
He pulls out his iPad.
Sorry, I'm just here to scan them.
You can just use seniority.
I trained one time, bro.
All right, just.
And then it's Nat in the ticket booth, and she just whoops your ass.
Shout out to Nat, the atom weight, who beat my ass out in California. That's gonna do it for us. UFC Vegas 118 this weekend. Watch the Crack tomorrow.
Were you slating it? Or you?
White House next week.
Odyssey at some point.
Odyssey in a month, whatever.
IMAX.
We'll see that Knicks this weekend. We'll see where they're at on Monday. World Cup starting soon. Till next time.
Without the sex. Without the sex.